All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? We're holding on. Dogecoin's crashing. No, no, it's a 5% pullback, guys. It's crypto. Come on, relax. Why does Doge drop? We're going to talk about that, right? When is alt season? Exactly. When is alt season? Because right now it's Bitcoin going up and a couple of others. We'll talk about Cardano. Cardano's still going up, but why is nothing else going up? Bitcoin went up today. Why didn't Dogecoin go up today? Why didn't Pepe go up today? What's going on with Sheep? So we got a lot to talk about here. Welcome, everyone. Let me drop down here in the corner and let's get a quick update on the charts of what's going on. So this morning I posted on X this chart here on Doge that we were looking like we were bouncing off of 38-cent support there. Remember, that used to be resistance, where Doge came up 3 times, tested 38 as resistance, and then traded above it on Monday. So we were all happy with Monday night. Yes, we got through 38, and then we started bouncing off it as support. So with that, we were looking pretty good, 38-cent support. We did have one dip below 38 cents here Tuesday night to take out some big new leverage positions. And then guess what happened today? Leverage, that's right. Drop in the price, taking out more high leverage positions on Dogecoin, millions of dollars of leverage bets again. That's what it's about, guys. I know you guys get tired of keep hearing Kriss talk about leverage, but this futures trading that they call the leverage, the exchanges don't want you to win. They don't want you to win. And if we zoom out even farther, you see we are in this sideways trading. We are still between 35 and 42. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So Dogecoin goes up, takes out shorts, drops down, takes out longs. And then as we continue along and this gets tighter and tighter, we see more and more leverage trading going on because gamblers are going to gamble, degens are going to be degens. And they're just going to continue to try and find that little edge where they can do a 10x, 100x leverage trade. And they don't want you to win. So what do? They take it out. They take out those trades. And this afternoon, while Bitcoin is going up and hitting an new all-time high today, that's right, Bitcoin this morning hit a new all-time high, 94,940. 94,940. The alts were just kind of going sideways. And then after Bitcoin hit 94,940, there was a big sell-off there. Big sell-off on Bitcoin. Just in one 30-minute candle, Bitcoin went down. Where was the bottom of that? Right there. It was about 1.3%. But in Bitcoin terms, right, huge market cap, 1 point whatever trillion dollars, right? That 1% drop, what did that do? That caused all the alts to drop. So Doge dropped. We had a big drop in ETH. We had Algorand drop, not quite as much. Solana dropped. So everything was dropping. All the alts dropped and followed Bitcoin. But then you say, well, Kriss, how come they didn't follow Bitcoin when Bitcoin was going up? Here's the deal. This morning, it was Bitcoin buying. That's right. It was institutions buying Bitcoin, not retail buying alts. That's just what it was. And sometimes we can see that divergence there. And we certainly saw it this morning. The alts were not following Bitcoin because it was all institutional buying Bitcoin. So we'll get back to the days when everything's in green and everything's going up, but today wasn't one of those days. Today was one of those days when we had Bitcoin going up. We had a few altcoins going up, but most of them were generally going sideways. And then when Bitcoin dipped, we had a bigger dip. A bigger dip. Are people selling altcoins to buy Bitcoin? I doubt it. Probably some big sellers might be doing some of that, especially out of ETH, because ETH has just been stagnant, and a lot of those big heavy ETH holders are finally getting to the point where they're saying, this ETH Bitcoin pair is just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. I might as well just trade it in for Bitcoin. But most retail, like you and I, right? We're not selling our Doge to buy Bitcoin, right? We're not selling our other alts to buy Bitcoin. Most of us are not doing that. As Bitcoin is $94,000 a Bitcoin now. It's 94K. And everyone should be celebrating, right? Bitcoin, $94,000, woohoo. And we're sitting on our alts like, ugh, why aren't my alts moving? That's what's going on. When alt season, right? When is alt season finally going to begin, huh? We've been looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart, and we zoom out on the 4-hour and we're like, you know, we thought after this big run up here in Bitcoin dominance, October and into beginning of November, when it finally reclaimed 60%, and then we had that big double drop in Bitcoin dominance there. We're like, okay, it's alt season, guys, let's go, right? Nope, totally faked out on Bitcoin dominance. Not only did it rise up, it rose up higher than it was before the drop. A lot of that is ETH. ETH is just lagging. And again, ETH is a $360 billion cryptocurrency. So it still carries a lot of weight. But when ETH is going down, over the past 7 days, ETH is down over 3%, while Bitcoin is up 4%. Well, there you go. That's Bitcoin dominance going up. That's what that is. ETH is going one way, Bitcoin's going the other way. It takes a lot of Dogecoins to make ETH, because Dogecoin's at 55K. So you really need what, 2, 4, 6, like 6.5, maybe 7 times the market cap Ethereum has over Doge. So if Doge is moving up with Bitcoin, which we saw before, Bitcoin dominance was still going up because Dogecoin isn't big enough as a market cap to have a direct effect on Bitcoin dominance. So that's what's going on overall. Now, that doesn't mean everything is going down. We do have Cardano, and we will check in on that. But Cardano has had a great run. Again, a lot of enthusiasm about Charles Hoskinson and Cardano being used somehow in the upcoming Trump administration. There's going to be a crypto advisor or something in the White House. So a lot of anticipation. Charles is somehow involved in that. And Cardano has been pumping. So that's one of the green spots besides Bitcoin today is Cardano. We had the Bone token, which is part of the SHIB ecosystem, had a big run late last night, but then sold way back down. And then we had the Crypto.com exchange token Kronos, or Crow, had a big run a few days ago and has generally been trading pretty positively through the week here. So that's holding up pretty well. A lot of good things happening at Crypto.com. Of course, I am now affiliated with them, and I have a link in the description below if you guys are interested in Crypto.com, which I also did post on my X Twitter X account here about if you want to buy small market cap tokens, crypto.com is a great exchange. We've talked here about BOEM, Book of Meme. I bought that there. Also Peak. The new Peak is still kind of lagging. Again, it's a new blockchain. These things take time. People are saying, why isn't Peak running? And it's just like, guys, bigger, kind of a bigger time horizon on these things. Not look for these kind of immediate. I know what you guys want, though. You want these immediate runs up. And of course, you can buy Dogecoin on crypto.com also. And this guy said, well, we will not buy BOEM. Stop advertising for a coin you bought. And I said, fine. Okay. Well, then how about Open and Gari and Juno and Sali and Lumia and Canto and Ela and SPA? It's a whole bunch of great small market cap tokens you can buy on crypto.com. So if you guys are interested, check out my link either in below or on X. And you get $100. I get $100. The $100 you get is for, a minimum deposit in trading, crypto credit card. Crypto credit card. I'm getting one. It is, you get Crow tokens. You keep piling on Crow tokens. So that's why this is going up and holding strong, is all those Crow tokens, they're actually being used. So there's that. So that's the overall picture. Overall, again, Dogecoin really going sideways since 11th of November. So 9 days of sideways trading. Yes, you're worried about this one red candle right here that's going on now, and it did drop below 38 cents, but we're exactly where we were a week ago. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. So that's the overall picture. Oh, one more to show would be the Pepe. People asked me yesterday, Kriss, when are you going to get back into Pepe? And I had identified 15, that's 0.00015, because we have this big gap here from the big run up that we had last week. And this was my prediction when we were in that big pennant that Pepe was going to break to the downside, and it did. And then it's like, okay, when to buy back in? Because I sold at 20 over here. I sold at 20 on this run up. Took my profits, and now it's at 18, and I'm looking at buying in lower. Not quite ready yet. Some people are buying right here at 18, but I'm still eyeing a further decline in the Pepe. Again, totally overbought. RSI really big, starting to cool off with a couple days of sideways trading, but it's still drifting downwards. And that seems to be the trend on Pepe. So we will talk this stream not only about Doge, we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin and whether Bitcoin decides to turn around and come back up and shoot for an all-time high again, which would be fun during live stream. A lot of Bitcoin YouTubers were on earlier today, having a lot of fun watching Bitcoin hit all-time highs. Awesome, great. But what's going to happen this afternoon into this evening? So we'll be watching all of that. So how are you guys doing? Everybody doing all right? Doge to the moon, Nick? Yes. Facts? Yes, Isaac. NVIDIA missed earnings target. That hasn't been announced yet. I think that's still an hour away from being announced, from what I understand. And we can look and see what NVIDIA stock is doing now. Right now, this is MicroStrategy, which of course has just been going crazy. MicroStrategy stock, and here's NVIDIA. Yeah, it's not dumping. Not dumping. So $144 for NVIDIA stock is still very strong. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Sure. See what happens in NVIDIA. But that's going to be after 4 o'clock. And we're just 3:15 my time now. So we have a ways to go. So people forget that they thought 35 cents wasn't the Doge floor just a few days ago. Now they're freaking out that 37 cents was temporarily broken. Exactly. That's exactly right. And of course, 37 cents is where we were buying that $10 worth of Doge 2 days ago, right here at the same point. So everything's okay. Do I like Cardano? Yes, I do like Cardano, and Cardano is trading like it should have been a while ago. So I'm glad I bought Cardano at 24 cents because now I'm up 3x. But I'm not happy that I sold my Solana to buy Cardano because I missed a lot of the big Solana run. But Cardano is now catching up. That ADA Sol trading pair is turning around. Will it catch up all the way to Solana? Probably not. But Kid 9 buying heavy on the dips. Michael is a bear. Still a bear, Michael. I know. You think the war is going to cause a black swan event. So this Ukraine thing with Russia and these missiles from the United States, we talked about those yesterday. I guess this morning there were some UK-made missiles that were shot into Russia. I don't think Putin's going to do something bigger than Ukraine. Trump, he will have the wrath of Trump if he does that. So I am not expecting any black swan event. So, but I know if you go on X and like if you follow Alex Jones, like all you're going to see is World War III, World War III. Well, that's what Alex Jones does to get clicks. So you can't follow that guy. Just don't follow that guy. That's all I say. So, yeah, that's all. That's what I see. We have a new member, Mark Sykes, joining the channel. Thanks, Mark. You'll be getting some Dogecoin from me at the top of the bull market. 10 cents. Okay, sure. XLM is still going up, Lucas. I'm surprised on XLM. That one got me, and it got a lot of people. There were just a lot who just did not expect this. Now it looks like XLM's selling off a bit, but yeah, this big run that we had here for the past 2 weeks, nobody was expecting that. Now we did have XRP trading up over $1, and XLM tends to follow XRP. But again, just for comparative, XLM and Doge were at the same price at 10 cents just a few months ago. And Doge is at 37 cents and XLM is at 24 cents. So Doge is still outperforming XLM. XLM just had this big run most recently. So that's what's going on there. But thanks for asking. We can cover a lot of different alts today. I do have some news and some other charts to get to in just a minute, but I still want to catch up with you guys in the chat. So GameStop stock, yes, I did see that low roller. For those that want to see GameStop stock, go to the watch list and we go to GameStop. Nice big run over the past 2 days. It was all the way down at $25 and it came up over 29. Now, a little bit of breather this afternoon, back down to about 28, but still, that's a pretty big run. I mean, it's not any roaring kitty thing or anything like that, but could GameStop be waking up for some bigger run? I don't know. I don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Faisal bought Doge on the dip. Nice catch, 36.8. Buying on the dip. Yep. What is the historical pattern for Doge when Bitcoin falls? Doge typically goes up. Yes. I'm not going to go back and look at all those duration things in detail right now, but generally, yes. When Bitcoin dominance is going down, Doge is going up. Yes. Why doesn't Elon accept Doge for Tesla? Anthony, that's a great question. That's a great question. I hope he does it. I think that would be awesome. Hey, Carl, what stops Doge from simply following Bitcoin's movements? Yeah, as I said earlier here, I know some of you just coming in and you missed my intro, but this morning's buying was all Bitcoin. And I think this was all institutional buying here, all of this. So it was all just funds going into Bitcoin. And as Low Roller suggested, maybe some alt holders were selling their alts or trading their alts in for Bitcoin and following that run. So this was a Bitcoin heavy morning here, while alts were pretty much going sideways at the time, which leads Bitcoin dominance to go up, and the alts were not following Bitcoin for the most part. That's all it was. But then when Bitcoin hit a new all-time high and there was a quick sell-off and a drop there, which also took out a bunch of new leveraged longs, millions of dollars were just created here and they got taken out there. That was part of why the drop, but that caused alts to also drop. So alts followed Bitcoin on the downside, but unfortunately not so much on the upside this morning. That's trading though. That's how it goes. We are seeing though a reversal here on Doge right now, and Doge does seem to be trading up. Yeah, Metroid, I thought peak was worth a dabble. I'm down a bit on when I bought it because I bought it at like 28 and it's down to like 23 now. Is it worth a dabble? Again, people complain like, I never hear about these coins, until they've already run, or I can never get in early. I don't know what this thing's going to do, but it was worth, a small little piece of my portfolio to throw at it and see what happens. May take patience. It's not listed on any of the tier 1 exchanges yet. So it's not on Binance and it's not on Coinbase, but it is on crypto.com. So I pick some up and we'll see what happens. Are we going to touch 36 or 35 again? Well, again, with all of the leverage trading going on, we could still see Bitcoin drop down further. There are still many calling for Bitcoin to drop possibly down to 90K to take out a lot of more big leveraged longs that are down here. If that happens, we could see Doge drop again to those levels. 35 cents is still a very strong support, which we saw here on the 4-hour chart of Doge. Still very strong support at 35 cents there. So Doge kind of going between 35 and 42. We had identified this 38-cent line. The Doge was kind of bouncing around on the shorter time frame, but it dropped below that earlier this afternoon, and again took out millions of dollars of leverage trades when it did it on Dogecoin. So yeah. I think long-term, I'm still big-time bull, Kriss. Short-term bear, long-term bull. Okay. Yeah, that InfoWars website of Alex's did not end up getting auctioned off to the Onion because apparently there was like something fishy going on with the way that happened. And so the sale was not completed. What about SNEC? ADA meme token. No. You will pay capital gains tax on your profits on SNEC. SNEC is not owned by the Cardano Corporation like ADA is. So if you made money on SNEC and you sell, you have capital gains tax. So. Doge could become a super coin. That would be awesome, Knockstars. We'll take a look at something about that in just a little bit. There's a lot of talk about as soon as Doge hits 100K, as soon as Bitcoin hits 100K, it's going to have a big drop because there's going to be a lot of people selling at 100K. That's all. I think most institutions aren't going to sell, though. They're thinking of the bigger picture. It's going to be retail. And retail, when it comes to Bitcoin, is a smaller and smaller percentage of the overall amount of Bitcoin. You got the BlackRocks and the Vanguards, the JP Morgans even. I mean, you've got them all just piling in to Bitcoin or Bitcoin ETFs. And they're not selling. Do you think it's a good time to buy even though everything is high? Is everything high? I mean, Bitcoin's high and it's hitting all-time highs. Doge is only halfway at its all-time high. Doge at 37 cents. It's half of its all-time high. So it's not high. SHIB isn't anywhere near close to its all-time high. It's got to do almost a 4x from here to get to its previous all-time high. And there are some that are even lower than that, percentage-wise, before they get to their previous all-time high. So are things high? Some. Are things low? Some of them are still kind of low. I mean, it's not bear market low. That was a year ago, right before the October run, when we were buying Doge at 5 cents. Remember that? But we were also buying up all these other things in our KrissPax DCA portfolio, which is now sitting at 42,000. Yes, $42,766. Of which our average prices of Doge is 6 cents. Jasmy is 0.003. It's now at 2 cents. And ETH was 1,640. Now it's just over 3,000. XRP, we bought at 58 cents. It's now over $1. Algorand, we bought at 10 cents. It's now over 21 cents. So yeah, a year ago, we were buying altcoins. We were at the bottom of the bear market, what I called, of altcoins. People want to ask, and I always get the question, when to buy, and it's just like, look for the dips. We had somebody who just bought this dip down here at 36.8. Just bought that dip with Dogecoin. You look for those. You look for those dips. Is that the lowest Dogecoin is going to be this month? I don't know. We could have another dip lower, but try and identify the movement of the market. And when you see a quick retrace, fallback, that's when you identify to buy some. Tesla stock, taking a breather today, but it has been on a big bull run as well for Tesla. Here's the Tesla stock chart. It was at $230 here just 2 weeks ago. Came up to $350 and now trading at $340. So $100 gain in just 2 weeks for Tesla. That's pretty big. Again, another $1 trillion company that Tesla is. Hey, Witty, how are you? Doge for the win. Let's go. No, Dogecoin inflation is all priced in, Jay Leslow. It's not, there's only a small number of people that keep bringing this up. If you do your research and you understand what Doge is, the Dogecoin that's given out as rewards to the miners for a proof of work cryptocurrency, validating the transactions on the blockchain, it's all priced in. That's part of Doge. So, yeah, don't swap for Bitcoin now. I can't tell you what to do. If you want to swap your Doge for Bitcoin, you can, but you might be missing out on some bigger gains. So, thank you, Custy Girl. Trying to keep things real. Can we close the day green? What does our daily look like? What does our daily look like? That is a big red. We have to get up to 39 cents to close the day green. We have to get back to 39 cents. That's about a 3.5% gain from where we are right now. Could we do it? Possibly. 39 cents. We'll watch that. That's right back up to here. Max your credit cards and buy now. Do not take that advice, please. Am I good luck? I like green candles when I'm streaming. That's very nice. Yep, yep. Hey, Allison, how are you? All right, so what is going on overall? Let's take a look across the board here. First, Frank, yeah. How come Doge loves to scare us? Again, it is a meme coin still. It's still a meme coin, still trades like a meme coin, so it's more volatile. And when there's red in the market, Doge is probably going to drop harder than other coins. But when there's green in the market, Doge often overperforms other coins. So that's what we see. So what else is going on, guys? Well, Bitcoin. Again, what's going on? Crypto Rover says, look, for the first time in Bitcoin's history, the Bitcoin reserves on exchanges are declining as the price is going up. In other words, we're in a bull market, and what's happening is exchanges typically have a big amount of coins sitting there. Like Coinbase owns a crap ton of Dogecoin. Binance owns a crap ton of Dogecoin. That's the liquidity that's used for the buying and selling on their exchange. But what happens is when there's more buyers than sellers, that amount of coins gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually, the exchanges have to go look somewhere else to buy some back in. What's happening overall, though, on all the exchanges, the amount of Bitcoin is going down. So, is a massive supply shock imminent for Bitcoin? There have been a number of other YouTubers that have been talking about this. I haven't until I saw like a much bigger picture of it, which Crypto Rover shows us here, that this is really something. The big bull run in 2016 into 2017, the exchanges were buying Bitcoin. The bull run in 2020 into 2021, the exchanges were buying Bitcoin. But now, there's not a lot of Bitcoin for the exchanges to buy that are out there. So what's happening is the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges is going down. Many think this could accelerate the price of Bitcoin even higher with the scarcity of available Bitcoin. More buyers than sellers, price is going to go up as we have more and more corporations that are taking some of their cash on hand and buying Bitcoin. Michael Saylor's going to go talk to the Microsoft board of directors next month about what it means for a company to buy Bitcoin as a reserve. And then we have countries buying Bitcoin. The more and more that happens, exchanges buy from other exchanges typically, but they look for OTC, right? In other words, stacks of coins that they have on the side that aren't the liquid coins on the exchange. That's OTC. And that's how those Bitcoin spot ETFs, the companies like BlackRock and Fidelity, that's how they were buying their Bitcoin. They weren't going on to like Coinbase or Binance and buying Bitcoin. No, they were calling them up and said, give me some of that Bitcoin over the counter. But now that amount of Bitcoin is decreasing. So we have that to start with for Bitcoin. So what does that mean? Well, we're looking at a big zoomed out picture here of Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin dominance has continued to go up back over 60%, like I just showed. But we had a top back in 2016. We had another top in 2020. Is this the top in 2024? Again, magically, the 4-year cycles. We also have tops on RSI, the RSI, or Relative Strength Index of the Bitcoin dominance, also is looking kind of toppy. Is this the time for alt season finally to hit where we would see Bitcoin dominance drop like it did 2020 into 2021, like it did in 2016 into 2017? Again, following the 4-year cycles, is this happening? And it's not yet. We thought it was the start last week. Hasn't happened. So this is what we're waiting for. What does this mean for Dogecoin? Well, Dogecoin forms this nasty triple top. Analyst reveals what's next. And this is where, this is where technical analysis can cause you maybe to do something that you shouldn't do. Because TA can get blown out of the water if there's just a big bull run or a huge like black swan event, and then technical analysis doesn't matter. But this is Kev Capital. He posted this. When did he post this? On the 19th. So this was yesterday, and he said, looks like we've got this triple top over 42 cents here. And he thinks that if we end up getting a correction, it's going to go back down to 30 cents. I was the only one that said that was possible. And a lot of blind perma bulls are going to need to do some explaining. But that hasn't happened yet. We're not dropping all the way down to 30 cents. Not yet, anyway. I mean, Dogecoin is holding up very well, right at 37.5 cents now. So there's no sign of dropping all the way to 30. And in my estimation, a triple top really doesn't mean anything. It just means it's trying to move up higher, and there's not enough buyers yet to move the price up higher. That doesn't mean it's automatically going to drop to 30 cents. That's the way I see it. Is it looking toppy, Michael? Maybe. Are you shorting it, though? Are you swing trading it, or are you just saying what you think? Today is scary? Nope. It's not scary hype. I mean, we're not seeing 20, 30% pullbacks. It's like 5%. And if you can't weather a 5% pullback in crypto trading, maybe crypto isn't for you. Can the Dogecoin price rocket to $1? We still have a lot of bulls out there that are looking for $1 Dogecoin. Yep. We still have $1 Dogecoin articles being printed. We've got, again, a 28-cent support level, an immediate resistance at 37.5, which is right where we are now. The moving averages, I mean, the 50-day moving average is at 12 cents. The 200-day moving average is at 12 cents. Because Dogecoin has rocketed up so high that you can't even look at these moving averages down here. They're way down here. So they don't play a role in the trading at all. A lot of the technical analysis people like to point to moving averages when the coin is trading at or near those moving averages. But then when the coin trading gets far away from the moving averages, then they just ignore them and forget about them, which is why I don't really believe them in terms of technical analysis. What I look at is, where is the coin trading now? Where has it traded most recently? And where is the leverage? Where are the leverage trades? Because that's what moves the coin. Yes, there are external factors that can rocket a coin up or drop it down. But general day-to-day trading is all about this. And I also think the 4-year cycles too. And we are in the bull market still. Trending sideways like Dogecoin is now means the relative strength index comes down a bit, cools off. I showed that in this morning's video, which is why I'm still bullish on Dogecoin. And if you want to watch that video, that's right here on my channel, Dogecoin's bullish outlook. So I talked about that in this morning's video. So check that out after the live stream to get a little more taste of Doge from me. Meanwhile, we still have Master Kenobi. And Master Kenobi is also bullish. So he thinks that although the current geopolitical context doesn't look favorable, the situation could escalate quickly. I hope Russia finds the wisdom and resources needed to hold out until Trump's inauguration at the White House and refrains from using nuclear weapons. So cooler heads will prevail. This isn't really something that's going to happen. That's the way I see it as well. If the elections were a winning bet, the malice of the current leadership is in its final stretch. Who knew the Democrats would pull this? I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what they're doing. Just leave it alone. You guys are going to be out of power. Don't do something stupid in your last 2 months. That's the way I look at it. But the hopes rest heavily on how things unfold. So far, Doge remains on track. And that track is, again, pointing at a $1 Dogecoin. And Master Kenobi still thinks that that can happen before Christmas time. Sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas, he is still looking at $1 Dogecoin. Will we see that next leg up, that next big pump for Dogecoin? So we have this. Is a Dogecoin strategic reserve possible? This is a nothing article because it's just a joke that Billy Marcus said. We do have the Bitcoin strategic reserve thing, which keeps a lot of Bitcoin that the US federal marshals held from the old Silk Road, and they're not going to be selling that anymore. That's really what Trump is saying. Are they going to be buying a bunch of Bitcoin? Probably not. Probably not. But Dogecoin's going to do a lot of great things, but not as a strategic reserve. So that's what Billy said. It was like, why not National Dogecoin Reserve? I don't see the US government buying a bunch of Doge. Even with Elon Musk there, it's still not going to be buying Doge. So the betting on Kalshi is now up to 66% that there will be a national Bitcoin reserve. I'm betting that's probably a real thing, and that's going to happen. But more importantly, where we are now is Dogecoin and meme coins will still offer outsized returns. And that's what we're talking about now. What are the returns going to be the rest of this bull market? Where are you going to be able to make your money? Can you make money in Solana? Probably. You can probably make a decent. Same with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's still going to go up. And if you buy some Bitcoin today, even at $94,000, you're still going to make some money on it. But that's not the money that's going to change your life at this point. A lot of us have been buying in the past couple of years, the bottom of the bear market, and we're doing pretty well on our return so far. But a lot of you want to know what's going to happen from today. I still think you should have a balanced portfolio, maybe have some of it allotted to Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, some of the bigger ones, always Doge, and then have part of your portfolio maybe looking at some that haven't run yet, or something that has a better chance of running a good percentage in a shorter period of time, And that does tend to be more on the meme coin side of things. Again, 2024 has been a big year for memes. And it's still happening. There's still a lot of attention going on memes. And I still think that is going to continue. And then lastly, Crypto Fanatic had this great post. You wake up and Doge is $1.20. What are you going to do next? And so I ask you guys in the chat, you wake up and Doge is at $1.20. What are you doing next? What are you doing? Let me know in the chat. What are you doing if Doge tomorrow is $1.20? Samos, you're going to hold. You're going to continue to hold at $1.20. First one up. Wake up again. Take like 75% profit and then wait for another dip. Buy a BMW, resign. Take out some slices, nothing at all. Some will sell, maybe half. I told you so. Good answer. Take some profits, sell. I'm out. Holding. Wait for $1.50. Swap to BTC and ETH. I dream about waking up, Doge being over $1. You'd probably panic. Buy more Doge. Sell 90% of your position. Sell half. That's a good thing to do, Frank. I would probably take out a big chunk. I wouldn't sell all of it though. Paying off the house and a Cybertruck, Jason. Awesome. Sell and then reinvest back in 2026. 50% profit. A Rocky. Rocky. Oh gosh. A sliver. Yeah, a sliver. Another hodl. 50%. Isaac. That's good. See what the charts look like and go from there. Yep. Take some profit. Hold on. A tractor one. Townsy, we just talked about when to buy. We'll cover it again in a little bit. Buy some more. Retire. We'll be expecting a big dip. Could be. You can email me, Wami, if you have something, but I don't know what sort of cooperation you're talking about. Or you can message me on X. A lot of people do. Yeah, I would take some profits. Wake up at $1.20. It's like, yeah, I'll take some profits. Not all. I'm not going to sell everything. Cardano Foundation live stream. Sheep going to retest 2,500. Yeah, almost back up to 24. We were looking at a local high up here, about 24.82 right there. That's this circle here. I was looking at that earlier. So can sheep get back up to that level and then go back up to 25? Again, short term for sheep. We're still waiting for the big run of sheep. Again, we had 45 back here in March, the big run up that we had there. But then sheep went on this long decline all the way into September, broke out of that wedge. But now that momentum just kind of died out right here, mostly because all the attention was on Dogecoin and Bitcoin. And SHIB did not play a part in that over the past 2 weeks. So SHIB has declined. Just not a lot of enthusiasm in SHIB right now. But I think it will come. And then do we see SHIB go back up into 2021 numbers, up into the 80s? Short term, 45, that's a target. Maybe I sell half my SHIB at 45. We'll see how late into 2025 that actually happens. But I mean, if If Dogecoin goes to $1 before Christmas time, SHIB's going to be back up here at that same time. It'll follow Doge. But a lot of time for all of that to play out. Now we're just trying to get Doge back above 38 cents. We do not want 38 cents to become new resistance again and have Doge continue to bounce off it and not be able to trade up above 38 cents. So end of November, Doge will hit 65 cents. Machine, I like the thinking. I like the thinking. What about Floki? What's Floki been doing? I haven't watched it since the big run when it got listed on exchanges. It's moving up. Floki is moving up. But you zoom out and you're like, well, it's still kind of sideways again for the week. But it is showing some better signs of recovery right now than Dogecoin or SHIB. But you zoom out a little more and you can see from the 8th of November, that's a pretty big run up to the present 81%. So that's pretty good for Floki. Is this its all-time high? 00028? Or was it higher back in the day? It did go higher. In June, it was up at the 34. So it has been higher this year in June. And then we go back. Oh, this Floki chart doesn't go back enough. I got to go to like, say like Gate.io. That'll go back more in time. Yeah, back in 2021, Floki was back up at about 34 again. Yep. So we have this big double top here, right? That happened between 2021 and 2024. Is Floki going to do another big dump here, like we saw back in June as well as March, or is it going to turn around and come up higher? So my rocket on here for Doge. And on the weekly, Doge is still in the green. So look at this weekly chart on Doge. Again, 6 weeks in a row in the green, still in the green for this week. So Doge is still looking very good on the weekly. Come on, over 38 cents. Today be a good day to get some memes and some alts. Just another big giant cup and handle. There's a lot of those. It seems to do that again and again. What got listed on Coinbase today, crypto abuser? Oh, Floki? I thought it got listed the other day. It wasn't today. Yeah, no leverage. That's what I say, Matt. Peak is still going down. Last I saw it was like 23 cents. What is it now? What is peak doing now? 20 cents. Yep. Again, short term. Short term. See what happens. How big of a drop will we see after we hit 60 cents, 80 cents? Again, that's what we typically see is, again, cryptocurrency has a lot of volatility, doesn't keep going up. So after it hits 60 cents, does it drop back down to 55 or as low as 50 before moving up higher again? Those are the kind of big runs that we looked at. And I showed it again in this morning's video. That kind of chart on this big double pump that can happen. Yep. Many think SHIB is just a big scheme, almost always promising. It doesn't have the support. The burn rates are way too small. I agree, because Shibarium just isn't being used that much. The whole idea that there are going to be all this development on Shibarium, and the more people use Shibarium, the more SHIB tokens we're going to get burnt. And people aren't really using Shibarium outside of the SHIB ecosystem, the people that are already there. So, but there's still a lot of big ETH whales that hold a crap ton of SHIB, and they want the price to go up. They want the price to go up. You need more time to accumulate. Well, do the best you can, Isaac. So Daniel, all of this charting that I look at is on TradingView. This is a website called tradingview.com. Yep, TradingView. Thank you, Crazy Boy. Really hope 38 cents doesn't become resistance again. I agree. I agree. I don't follow Turbo. We just looked at Floki. Floki looks kind of high to me right now. Crypto Abuser says Floki. He's a Floki fan. Oh, Floki wasn't listed yet. It's put on the Coinbase roadmap. So it hasn't been listed yet. Another one that's able to be traded in the Coinbase wallet. Thanks, Tina. The red line on my chart is 38 cents. That's 38 cents. Zooming out, we were looking at 38 cents. Was here on Monday. It was resistance again and again and again. And during Monday's live stream, we were watching this very closely. That resistance was holding very, very strong. And then late Monday night, Doge traded above 38, and then it came down and started retesting 38 as support. Had one dip below where it took out some leverage. And then today, this dip here took out millions of dollars of leverage. We can see just in the past 4 hours, $10 million in Dogecoin leverage taken out in just the last 4 hours. $10 million. Those are the exchanges, again, do not want you to win in your leverage bets, but people keep trading with leverage. I don't know what to say about that. If you get taken out again and again and again, you're finally going to run out of funds. Your Coinbase account is restricted, disabled. I don't know, Crypto Crazy. You're just going to have to contact their support. I don't know how to fix that. Doge is not crashing. Yes, Adam. And especially when you look at the current chart. Pepe to 0.0004. That would be a new all-time high. Right now, it's less than half that value, so who knows? Is it snowy in Boston? Not today. Today, we are right around 50 degrees in Boston. It's a decent day. We're about to get colder over the weekend. Still not going to snow, though. Mostly, it doesn't snow here until December. Like around the middle of December, we typically get our first snowfall. Sometimes we get an earlier one in the season, but it's typically like mid-December. Is Robinhood going to list some more cryptos? You think so, Boss Mac? I think that would be awesome. Would be very bullish. See what it did to Pepe. I can't wait to see what they list. That would be awesome. A big 4-hour huge bull flag on the 4-hour chart. I suppose I could take these lines, right? And I can like move them. It's like, okay, we're going to make a new. Do we discount that spike up to 42,069? Do we discount that? Or do we just go to there? On the 4-hour chart. See how easy it is with lines? You just move them. That's what a lot of TA guys do, right? Just move their lines to fit their narrative, whatever they want to do. I suppose you could also just say, well, instead of a pennant, right? It's actually a flag. Like he's suggesting there. You can make that straight. And then you can take that one and you can move it down there. And you can say there, okay, now we got a flag, right? So there's your flag. And then you draw the mast. The mast went down to wherever this run started. And then you copy it up and you say, okay, where are we going? Right around 56 cents. That's how that would play out. I'm still looking at 60 cents. This was from another thing that I had before. We'll watch that on the 4-hour chart. Right now, we want to get back over 38 cents. You can't believe anything you read on Reddit. Hi, Ina, how are you? Thank you so much. Snowing in Germany? Not here yet. Yeah, we're waiting for the NVIDIA earnings. It's just about time. We have the stock chart right here. Oh, we were looking at Tesla there. I need to go back to NVIDIA. Yeah, it's now after hours. There's NVIDIA. So far, it's going up. We'll check in again and see what happens. But so far, it's green after hours. Peanut the squirrel to $5, Daniel. Peanut the squirrel. Well, you can't deny that this thing has just rocketed in price. You can't deny that. It's at $1.47. What did it top out at? $2.50. So that's where you get the $5. So that's doubling in price from its all-time high there that it hit on last Wednesday, just a week ago. So I get where you would get $5 from. Is that realistic? Just peanut the squirrel. Is that going to attract enough buyers to double its all-time high? I don't know about that, but there we are. Look at that. Rocky got gifted a membership from Mark. Thank you, Mark. How does an exchange like Robinhood decide which cryptos to list? Well, initially it was just the ones that were most popular. But then there was that whole SEC thing, and they ended up dropping ADA, Solana, and XRP because there were these SEC restrictions, claims they were securities, and Robinhood did not want to get sued. But they never dropped SHIB, which was interesting. They kept SHIB somehow. I was surprised at that. But now they're starting to add them back. So they added Solana and Cardano and XRP back. And then they added new ones on top of that, like Pepe. It's where the money is. It costs them a little bit internally in order to get a new coin listed. But if there's going to be more getting listed, I think that's great for crypto. And I don't think they want to miss out on more of those juicy fees, because they made a crap ton of money on Dogecoin in 2021. And they know when a coin gets moving and it's heavily traded, they make money on it. So that's where they want to be. Cardano went up. Yes, Cardano has been steadily going up. Not so much zoomed in on the 15-minute, but we zoom out and we're like back up over 80 cents. That's awesome. Many think Cardano's going to hit $1 by Thanksgiving. That's just a little over a week away. Eat it to $1. I'll be okay with that because I've got a nice bag of Cardano. So I will take that. Come on, Doge, we're waiting. What is happening with Dogecoin? So Dogecoin right now is in this consolidation sideways. Look at this. Just sideways trading between 35 and 42. Look at this. This is more than a week of trading here. Sideways. Now, if you bought up here at one of the tops, you FOMO'd in. That happens. Now you just need to be patient. It's the best you can do is be patient. But yeah, you bought up here on one of these tops. I know pennants and flags can both be bullish, but what's the difference between them other than their shape? That's it. That is exactly it. That's the only thing that's different is their shape. But again, as we saw on Pepe, it can be bearish too. And that's what I predicted on Pepe, that this was a bearish pennant because Pepe was so overbought and had gone up so far, so fast that I predicted Pepe would break out of the pennant to the downside. And that's exactly what it did. So a pennant or a flag does not guarantee bullishness. It's just price has gone up and then it's consolidating within a range. Sometimes that consolidation is getting tighter and tighter, which makes it a pennant. Sometimes it's a little wider and it stays in a flag, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go up higher. And so remember, the Pepe doesn't always mean it's going to go up. And some people were like, no, Kriss, pennants can't break down. They always go up. Nope. And I called that Pepe one. Some of you guys were here when I did it, because I did it during a live stream. You don't lose until you sell. That's good advice. You're down a little bit. I understand that. But what's your outlook on Dogecoin? Do you believe Dogecoin is going to go higher than 42 cents? If you don't, and you think Dogecoin is just going to crash from here, then maybe you sell, and you sell at a bit of a loss. Most of us, though, think that's not the case, and Dogecoin is actually going to go higher from here. Yeah, welcome to crypto. Thank you, Darth Mike. Exactly. When does everything work out perfectly? Right now, we're looking at the next week. I was predicting right after Black Friday. We'll see what happens. Thanksgiving and Black Friday. We'll get into that next week. But there are some thinking that Black Friday is a good day to buy crypto because there's a big dip. that happens on Black Friday. I don't know. We will look at that. You believe Pepe is a secondary gain and will hold gains? It hasn't so far, but maybe it did hit its bottom at 18 and it's going to move up from here. I'm still looking for a target between 15 and 16 to buy back in. NVIDIA earnings at 420. Thanks, Josh. So we've got 10 more minutes. The peanut meme is almost over. People will start pulling profits, and then it will slowly be forgotten. That does happen. Some of them, though, do tend to have staying power, like Pepe. Floki for years, still around. With Bonk. We'll see which ones stick around. Should have known to invest in peanut when you heard the news. Again, you don't know which ones are going to go rocketing up or not. You don't know. NVIDIA is one of the largest stocks. It's related to crypto just because in terms of its how it trades, typically crypto related to NVIDIA. A good earnings call on NVIDIA is very bullish for the markets. It just means everything starts going up. You lost when they removed ADA and Polygon. Well, they didn't remove Polygon. Matic. Well, did they remove Matic? Because I know I bought Matic on Robinhood. I transferred to the Robinhood wallet, and then they did that conversion from Matic to the Powell token. But did they actually take away the Matic trading on Robinhood? I don't remember. What do I think about Bonk? Demi asks. Another meme that has recently hit all-time highs. Had a dip today, just like Doge, and now curling back up. Yes, the new all-time high yesterday went higher than where we were on Monday. So now we pull that up. Well, that's up to 59. Wow, it hit 59. So now it's at 52. So that's the all-time high right there, 59. So again, if you want to buy into Bonk now, just keep in mind you are buying it at the top, just about up at the top here. So I don't know if the percentage gains in this are going to be as good as maybe buying. I mean, if you think SHIB is going to go on some kind of run, then SHIB doubles, and it's just where it was back in March. But we don't know if SHIB's going to do that or not. But that's one example of many that hasn't really run yet. Again, I bought into the book of meme coin, which could double from 1 cent to 2 cents. But Bonk at this point, to double from here would be huge. And I don't know if it's going to do it from this point. But somebody bought it up there at 57, 58. They wanted to go higher. I don't do Solana crypto trading. I know there's a lot of people who trade on Jupiter and those other Solana. You just have to be careful. I mean, did you see that video this morning of that like 12-year-old kid that was like making tokens and then rug pulling them? It's like stuff like that. It's just like, be careful. Be careful. Will it dip again? When's the right time to buy Doge again? Again, I recommend you get yourself TradingView. It's just a website. You just go there on your computer, go to tradingview.com, and you start watching the charts. And then you look for a dip like we just had earlier this afternoon. Somebody in the chat here bought down here at 36.8. And it is now already up a penny per coin from their recent buy. What is an inverted cup and handle chart? Yeah, well, that would be something like that. You'd have there's a cup, and then there's a handle, and then it moves down from there. That would be an inverted cup and handle. Would be that right there. Yes, we talked about Bitcoin dominance at the beginning of the stream. We covered it like an hour ago, pretty extensively. So if you want to know what I think about Bitcoin dominance and how that relates to ETH and Doge and crypto overall, you need to scroll back about an hour in time on the live stream because I covered it in pretty big detail. And I don't think alt season has started yet. And I covered that an hour ago too. If Dogecoin crashes, I'm putting all my eggs in that basket. Yeah, I don't think it is because Doge is just getting started, as Taters and Eggs says, and I don't see it crashing either. If Dogecoin crashed for any reason over the next few weeks, it's because the whole crypto market crashed, like some big black swan event like World War III. But that's not happening. I do not think that's happening. I do not hold Solana. I used to. I sold it. I made a profit on it. I probably made 25% profit. I could have made 400% profit if I held onto it. But then I bought Cardano with it. Now my Cardano is already up 300%. Is that right? No, 200%. A 3x. Not quite as great as returns as I would have had if I held onto Solana. But there's like all this stuff about the Solana blockchain. Like it goes down like once a year. It goes down, and there are a lot of allegations of like wash trading and bots that Solana devs have set up to fake volume on Solana. And then they made this, pump.fun thing so that people could just make new meme tokens right and left, which, increases volume on Solana, like all of that stuff. Is that real? I mean, I don't know. So this was about a year ago, and it's like I sold the Solana. And I was like, nope, I'm good with Solana, took my profit, and rolled it into Cardano. Had no idea Solana was going to go back up to $200. Do you know what cryptocurrencies Robinhood's going to put next? Nope, they keep that very, very close to them. They do not let that out. And they don't even have like a watch list like Coinbase has. They just, when Robinhood starts its trading, then they put out the press release. And that's when we all find out. You were down 7,500 in Doge, and now you're up 9,000. Awesome. That's totaling for you, right? Not getting freaked out if you're down a little bit. Yeah, right now, I mean, we just dipped down to like 36.5, and we'll see if it goes lower than that. Right now, it doesn't look like it. I'm holding and accumulating my Doge and BOEM for the 2025 bull run. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, pretty much November to March is what I'm looking at too. And we'll see what come March time. That may be the high for the year. It may keep running in April. We'll see what's going on. Cardano, I'm looking at $1 over the next couple weeks for Cardano. And then probably by the height of the bull run, it could be between $1.50 and $2. That's what I'm thinking about. Bitcoin dropping a bit, but Doge isn't. Yeah, Doge is starting to now. Yeah, Bitcoin back to 94,000. So looks like we're not going to see a new Bitcoin all-time high during my live stream, but the guys that were streaming this morning were experiencing it. But then it dropped. Come on, Doge. Peak around January, February. Well, January 20th is going to be exciting, and I will be live all day that day. So mark your calendars for Inauguration Day. We'll be covering the inauguration in a little window. And for those wondering, I did get the audio thing worked out earlier this afternoon. It was something within the system that turned off the audio. I don't know what happened. Took me a little while to find it, but I did. And audio is now working okay on my system. So next live stream will be good where we're doing audio stuff. The graph. Noah wants to know about the graph, GRT. The graph has been doing great. I do own a little bag of the graph. So we're having a little pullback right now, but we zoom out to the 2-hour chart and we're like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good upward movement for the graph. Again, if we zoom out, we'll see where the graph was though. Again, back in March, it was up here at 45 cents. Now it's at 22 cents. So it's half the value of where it was in March. Similar to SHIB, same thing. SHIB is about half of its value where it was in March. So does that mean that's room to grow to get back up there, or it's just not going to make it? I don't know. Again, back in March, Dogecoin was 22 cents. Now it's 37 cents. So Dogecoin is higher than it was back in March, but SHIB, Graph, and many, many others are still way down from the 2024 March highs. That's why it's good to be in Doge. Looks like we're probably going to end the day with a red candle. But look at the weekly, still in the green. That's 6 green candles in a row on the weekly for Dogecoin. We still have our rocket here, sitting out here, ready for the next move up. The rocket is sitting there, ready to go. Wow, some buyers just ate up that candle. Look at that. We just saw this big red candle. It just turned back to green. Look at that. Awesome to see. What about H-bar? H-bar just went on a huge run, and it's been tailing back pretty hard. And I predicted 12-cent support, and there it just hit 12 cents. Look at that. I predicted that. When H-bar was up here at 15 cents, I drew this line at 12. That was during Monday's live stream. Somebody can probably clip that if they want to. And I said, H-bar is overbought here. It's going to dip down. And I put that line at 12 cents. And look what it came down to. Exactly 12 cents. So we'll see whether H-bar holds that 12-cent support. Again, I just look at how things have traded. Look at overbought situations. Look at the leverage. XRP holding over $1. $1.09. It did dip down to like $1.06.5 earlier today. But I've got $1 as support here still. Because back here, this was just a few days ago when XRP traded up over $1, up to $1.22. It dipped down right to $1 as support. So this yellow line here, $1, still support for XRP. And look, it's just been trading sideways now for 4 days. So it's becoming a stable coin again, right over $1. That's what XRP is doing. It's becoming a stable coin. Crow token still going up. Cardano still going up. And we're looking for Doge to break 38 cents still. A lot of whales holding Doge and buying on dips as well. Wolf of Wall Street. Hardly. I'm no whale. Doing okay, but not a whale. Matic has not been doing well. And again, I look at the Pole token now, not the Matic token, because I mean, Matic still trades, but somehow it's leveled out with Pole. I don't know if you're really buying Pole tokens or not when you buy Matic, but they're still listed as two separate things. 43 cents. But again, you zoom out and it's like, oh, you can't zoom out on Pole. You've got to go to Matic to see the history. So we can go to Matic, again, trading at the same level, 43 cents. But look where it was here back. Well, let's look. March, it was $1.22, so it's less than half. 2023, it was up at $1.50. 2022, it was up at $1.70. 2021, it was up over $2.90. There's just not a lot of excitement in Polygon right now. And this is just not a great looking chart. Down, down, down. Not a great looking chart. In the short term, you can probably make some money on this, on the swings up and down, but I don't see this being a great trade. Hey, Ramon. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. In our house, you've become the dinner guest everyone loves. Oh, what's for dinner, Z? Tell me what's for dinner. Can I have some? I'd like some. Francisco, Kriss is the best not financial advisor. Thanks. Yes. Don't do what I say. NVIDIA earnings. Well, we just had them. What's NVIDIA doing? Yeah, it's going down. Down about 3%. Heavy trading after hours. Heavy trading. It's going down. So, $ NVDA. Earnings. NVIDIA earnings. Earnings per share, 81 cents versus 75 cents expected. Revenue, 35 billion versus 33 billion expected. Well, that sounds good to me, right? They expected 33, they had 35. Earnings per share expected 75, actual 81. Why is it trading lower? It beat expectations. So what's the deal? Why is it dropping? That's the craziness of stocks. That's the craziness. I'll bet this is back up in an hour. Next day options manipulated, Todd. These are the nasty traders, right? They're just, this is when the traders just go beyond what makes sense. Triggering stop losses. Yep. Buy the rumor, sell the news, Metroid. True that too. Yeah, this will be back up to 145. I'm guessing probably in an hour. We'll check in. That's my guess. Maybe even sooner. Do you mean SUI, Matt? SUI? I would buy SUI. Not just because I own it too, but because SUI's newer and it's outperforming Solana in many metrics. Many new things are being built on SUI. We've got a $3.90 cap here, and it's trading at about $3.55 now. This was a nice little dip right here, $3.42. Yeah, so Solana's just so big, a huge market cap. SUI's still up and coming. Looking to buy more Doge on a dip, Michael? The definition of a bag. That is just crypto you own. It's just called a bag. You can have a bag of Doge, a bag of Bitcoin. It's no dollar amount. There's probably a meme token called bag. Yes. Monthly candles. What's Doge look like on the monthly? Yeah. That's a big green candle. We're not going to see red month of November. We started the month at 16 cents, guys. 16 cents. We started the month of November. That is a nice big candle. Of course you would call that out, Ryan. Of course you would. But thanks. Makes for good content during the live stream. Hello from Yorkshire. Hello back from Boston. When will Doge break through? When there's more buyers than sellers, it'll break through. Quick Draw has invested in Doge for about a month. You've got a 57% gain. Nice. Continue to learn. Let's go to the moon, Cynthia. You bought 400,000 Doge doing little swing trade, Cat Guardian. Good luck with that. Always be careful with that. We have a few requests for XTZ. What does XTZ look like, guys? Oh, Tezos, yes. $1.05. We can probably put a line right at $1. And we'll see whether that holds. That's down there. That is down there. Looks like it touched it here a week ago. Oh, yesterday. Sorry, I'm on still 15-minute. Yesterday came down, hit $1, and then zoomed up to like $1.15. That's pretty good. But now coming back and retesting. Will it drop back down to $1 again? I would look for, if XTZ comes back to $1, that's probably a good buy point. Zoom out on the 4-hour. Yeah, exactly. $1 strong support. Maybe drop down, retest again. That's where you buy on the dip if you didn't buy any yesterday. We can go on to the weekly and we can see how high it was. Again, in March, it was up here at about $1.60 at the top. So that would be a nice 60% gain going from $1 to $1.60. And back in 2021, it was up at $8. So if you think it's going to go back up there, you can 8x your bet on Tezos. I think that's highly unlikely this cycle. But we could have craziness again. The craziness can come back in alts if we truly have an alt season. Craziness could come back. Doge is not cooperating. XRP is probably going to do very well when Gary Gensler resigns. Some people thought that was going to be Monday. Didn't happen. I kind of think he's going to hold on as long as he can. Just like Jerome Powell is too. So we will see. Time to buy more peak, Callie? It is down. We just looked at it. Again, yeah, I think probably scooping up little bits at a time is probably a good idea. Automatic fans. I don't know. Soul pump. A little bit, but not holding yet. Big Matic fans. Armando, super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am having a good day. How about you, Mimus? Can Jasmine go to $1? That's going to be really tough, Caligula. I was calling 30-cent Jasmine back in June because Jasmine was up at 4 cents. A lot of things were going down at the time. And to have something pump like Jasmine was back then, that was really awesome to see. And go to the daily chart on Jasmine. That was back here. We were tracking Jasmine coming up really, really fast, up over 4 cents. And that was in June. Doge was going down. Most other cryptos were going down. So I was like, yeah, with this momentum now in the summertime, while everything else is going down, 30 cents easy. Now, maybe 10 cents, maybe 10. But again, that's a 5x from here to go from 2 cents to 10 cents. So I do not see $1. I know there's a bunch of people online that are calling for huge gains in Jasmine. Again, we don't know what's going to happen in 2025 when the big bull market happens. We're still in the early bull, I think, right now. Crazy prices like we saw in 2021 could happen again. Yeah, I don't know the Vara network, Dustin. I don't know what it is. A lot of requests for degen. Manisha, sure. Degen. Oh, down to about 1.8 cents. We just looked at this the other day. So yeah, couldn't hold that gain up here at 3 cents and has dropped down to 1.8. Couldn't really mark it like we did Pepe. I mean, you could have said that could have been a support line. I don't know if you go all the way up to the top or not, but that's what you would be looking at. So yeah, somewhat similar to Pepe there, where you had this pennant, but again, totally overbought, had just gone on this huge run, so it broke to the downside. And again, Pepe did the same thing. We were just looking at Pepe doing a similar thing. Looks like Doge just wants to settle down right here between 37 and 38 cents. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want it back up here, 39. I don't like it. Hey, Santiago. Surfing Cocoa. What is Surfing Cocoa? Surfing cocoa. Coconut chicken? Is it that? Is surfing cocoa coconut chicken? I have no idea what surfing cocoa is. Yeah, I don't know. It's hardly trading though on Polynex. I'm guessing that's not what it is. But you did give a super chat. So surfing cocoa. Nope. Doesn't show up on CoinMarketCap either. There's a cocoa coin. Is it that? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Santiago. You got a bonus for 10-year work anniversary and you put it into Cardano. You might be able to double your bonus there. We were just talking about XRP maybe going on a nice run when Gary Gensler resigns or gets fired. But that wouldn't be till January. But I don't know if he can technically be fired or not. There's a lot of debate going on. Trump said he was going to fire him on day one. But there are some articles that I read that said that he can't really technically be fired. He can kind of be forced to resign. I don't know how that's going to play out. DGB pumping again. Gigabyte. Not really. No. It did this morning, and then it's been going sideways all day, up and down. It's over a penny again. Might be able to. Yeah, really didn't come back and retest a penny. Support is more like a 1.08 or so, but we'll put the line at a penny and we'll see how Digibyte does. But that was a nice run early this morning. What is the next up and coming? We have some ideas. I threw some money at peak on crypto.com. Is it going to be the next up and coming thing? I don't know. But it was worth putting a little money at. Now the price is even lower than what I bought it at. We'll see. You think Jasmine has a boring narrative? Yeah, when it comes to the Japanese, I don't know. They're a little late in the whole crypto thing, but Jasmine is well positioned when Japan, especially the Bank of Japan, realizes that the Japanese yen, the American dollar is old school, and we need a digital currency. And Jasmine's sitting right there. That's why I bought it. It can run when you don't expect it. Not really, Paulo. Crypto generally doesn't really work like that, okay? It doesn't mean somebody's losing money when you're making money. On some low market cap tokens where you're basically trading against a liquidity pool, that's probably more true. But major cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin, exchanges have a big boatload of these coins. So a bunch of people can buy Dogecoin and nobody's losing because people aren't necessarily selling for every buy. Okay? Niels, it's a whole number of things. Some seem to be spooked about this Ukraine-Russia thing, but again, I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. I think cooler heads will prevail. Trump wants to end the war. Black Friday is still over a week away, not even close to it. We just had this huge run up. Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high today. So no surprise that there's a little bit of a pullback. Grandma buying Doge at 50 cents are going to get dumped on. Doge could still keep going higher, though. You transferred some profits into Peak. Give it a try. You never know. Thank you, Cat Guardian. Appreciate all the support from everybody. For those that are here, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Appreciate that. And hit the like button as well. Get more people coming in. We're having a lot of fun. We're talking about altcoins and altcoin season. What makes altcoin season? Are we going to see Bitcoin dominance drop? Still waiting to see whether Bitcoin dominance drops. It did in late 2020 and into 2021. It did in late 2016 into 2017, which meant that more money was coming in on alts than Bitcoin. That hasn't happened yet. Right now, we still have more money coming into Bitcoin than alts. That's what's happening still right now. So Bitcoin dominance still has green candles. These are monthly candles. So this is bound to happen, but do we have another top? Looks like it's overbought on the RSI, on Bitcoin dominance. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to turn around soon, but that's what we're looking for. Trump wants to buy 2 million Bitcoins. I did not hear that, Carl. I heard keeping the Bitcoin that is already with the US Marshals stays in a Bitcoin reserve, but I did not hear about buying more Bitcoin. Doge is down 3%. Time to panic sell. Not. You have to put the little rolling on the floor laughing emoji next to it, just so people know that you're, or the winking eye one, like you're like not really telling the truth there. What's going on with Pepe? Aiden's World says Pepe could drop a little more coming out of its big run. That's what I think is happening. And, we see a number of sell-offs, profit taking in Pepe. I'm targeting 16, maybe down to 15 on a sell-off. Right now it's at 18. We'll see. I sold at 20, took my profits, doubled from 10 to 20. Waiting to buy back in. Is day trading crypto smart? Absolutely not. Swing trading, maybe, particularly if you have something like Pepe just went on a big run. I didn't think Pepe would continue up higher because it already went up a big thing. But I mean, you could call that kind of a big swing trade in terms of what I did, because that huge green candle we had last week. And then as it was going up higher, I sold. It was right around 20. It was right in this area is where I sold. Doubled my money. Again, this only for a swing trade was all I was doing. It continued up higher to like 24, and then we began a series of sell-offs. So I've targeted 15 here on the chart here because we have this big gap, which I circled in white here on Pepe. Big gap I circled in white. So will Pepe come back and revisit that area? That would be a great swing trade then. Buy at 10 which I did a while ago, sell at 20, and then buy back in at 15, that's a pretty good trade. So that's what I do. Again, it's a small part of my portfolio. I do not swing trade generally in crypto, but sometimes on something like this that goes on this huge run, I book the profit and then look to buy back in at a lower price. And that's a swing trade, which is different from day trading. Day trading, I mean, you're like getting in to the details of the trading, and you're looking for these little maneuvers up and down. Maybe, sell here, buy there, but this is such a small percentage. Well, it is 5%, but that is kind of decent. Again, crypto can move though, but you have no idea coming forward from here whether Pepe is going up or down. So it's really a gamble. Day trading crypto, it's really a gamble. Look at on the 5-minute chart. Doge is just going sideways right here between 37.6, 37.7. It's just flattening out. Is this the bottom? Could be. We just had this dip right here to 36.8, 36.7. Sell. What is peak? It's not P-E-A-K, it's P-E-A-Q. So we can go here and we can go P-E-A-Q. This is peak. Oh, down to 20 cents. So it's had a lot of sell-offs from airdrops, and it's continuing to sell lower. I bought at 26 cents. It's now down to 20 cents. So I'm down a bit, but could look to buy in some more, lower my average. This is what peak is. This has only been trading a little over a week. It's a DPIN blockchain project. It's not a meme coin or meme token. It's a real blockchain, decentralized physical infrastructure networks being built on peak. So they're new. And I just got in to be in something new and see what happens. Small part of my portfolio, just threw a little bit at this, see what happens. I bought it on crypto.com. Again, it's not trading on Coinbase or Binance. That's what peak is. See what happens. Bitcoin's almost there. 94.4. It's kind of slowing down. Reddit was down from some users. This idea of a super cycle is still floating around, particularly behind Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitcoin is really being bought up by a lot of companies and institutions and they have no plans on selling in 2026, we probably won't get as big of a bear market as we've seen in the last 2 cycles, possibly. Doge looking a little weak here. Just going sideways. Volume ticking down. What will keep Doge from dumping like Saturday Night Live? Well, I mean, that was an overhyped event. So that's what caused that. Totally overhyped. It was getting shorted all to hell. Had a huge run up before the event. Could we see that on January 20th for the inauguration? That's why we're going to be live all day, Monday, January 20th. Doge is an altcoin. Anything that is not Bitcoin is an altcoin. So it's Bitcoin against everything else. Bitcoin has 60% of the overall crypto market. 40% is split up amongst all of the tens of thousands of other cryptos. I think eventually Pepe is going to go back up, but I think it's going to retrace some more first. We just looked at Pepe, Book of Meme. We look at Bohm. Also flattening out, just under a penny. It's dipped a little bit, just under a penny here. But then everything else was falling down today. There was an altcoin. I should put the penny line on here on the chart. There we go. So I bought just below a penny. Just about this point is where I bought it, back here. So yeah, I'm about even right now on my Bohm purchase. Again, this is a meme that hasn't had its big second run yet. And that's what we're waiting for. Yeah, it hasn't been on, well, it launched on Binance in March, but it was on, what was it on longer? Mexi. Nope. There's another exchange. OKX. No, that's relatively recent. Gate. Well, most of them are showing this starting in March. Maybe it did start in March. It went up to 2.6 cents. So it hasn't had a big second run yet. And that's why I bought this. Another meme token. We'll see what happens. Please like everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Rolling on the floor laughing. Thank you, Ryan. Hey, Toss, how are you? I wonder if we will get an influx of pop-up exchanges. That's a red flag. Yeah. Stay away. That's already happening. A lot of YouTube crypto content creators are pushing new exchanges because, you know, the new exchanges reach out to them, offer them some affiliate membership or something, and they get paid every time somebody joins their exchange through their link, and they're all new. They're offshore. You can do leverage trading and shorting on them, and then they disappear. I would be very careful. Be very careful like that. You're down on your Pepe. You bought up high, Hanford. Sorry. That's FOMO buying. You have to be careful of that. Got to be very careful of that. Better strategy is to, when the big FOMO action's happening like that, is to stay away, wait for things to quiet down, look for the dip. Robin wants to know how you get Doge from me. So to get Doge from me, you join my channel. So you go to my YouTube channel, main channel, right underneath my picture, there's this thing called Our Members. And then you come over and you hit the join button and you become a member of the channel. You get your name in green, like you see in the chat. You see all those names in green. Those are all members. They get a little check mark next to their name. The green ones, the green check marks are the newest members, and then it slowly changes color the longer they're a member, all the way to gold. And we do have one gold member already. Brine is a bronze. I call that reddish color a bronze. Bronze, silver, then gold. So Ryan is sitting in the bronze category. But you also get to use all these fun custom emojis I've made. And I do need to add some more. I haven't had time yet. That'll probably be this weekend. I'll add some more because we now have like 140 members, almost 150. But better yet, we do have this KrissPax portfolio that we were buying into. I put $10,000 into this portfolio summer of 2023, and we were buying a lot of Dogecoin. Almost half was Dogecoin, and the other half were some other alts. And it was really just to prove a point that I was making at the time, was we were at the bottom of the bear market for altcoins. We did buy a little Bitcoin. Our average price of Bitcoin is 26,000. So we have a little Bitcoin in there, 0.036 Bitcoin. But our average price of Doge is 6 cents. Average price of Jasmine is 0.003. And now it's at 2 cents. So we're in really good profit here. I am going to take profit on everything else but the Doge. And the Doge I'm giving away. I will be giving away the Dogecoin. Because if I sell this, if I sold this today, not counting the Doge, I would probably make $15,000 profit. Well, there'd be 5,000 profit after the 10 I put in and then give away the Doge. I think it's still going to go higher. But I'm giving away this 75,000 Dogecoin at the top of the bull market to all the channel members as a tip. It's going to be a tip. I'll be tipping everybody some Doge. That's what that's about. The market loves to waste time. A lot of sideways movement, that's for sure. Let's zoom into the 5-minute chart. You can see it. It's like sideways. It's like, this is like the last hour. Just nothing. Nothing going on. I know, almost to 14K on the subs, Cat Guardian. I don't trade on Dex Screener. Nope. All those memes, you never know. There's 10,000 meme tokens made a day, per day. How do you know which is the one that's going to take off out of those 10,000? So I wait until they already go on their first run and then they settle down. That's what I did with Bonk. That's what I did with Sheeb and Pepe. I did the same. And I buy on Coinbase. And now, I mean, you can buy Pepe on Robinhood now. You can buy Sheeb on Robinhood. I don't trade on these DeFi platforms, Dex Screen, or anything like that. I don't do that. The chance of you finding the one that takes off the next peanut or whatever, I don't play that game. About to make a $5 on a swing trade on XLM. $5. Okay. Today, 47 cents. Not for Dogecoin today. No Paleo. Thanks, E. You haven't told me what's for dinner yet. Or did you? I didn't see it if you did. What's for dinner? I'm getting hungry. Look for the dips, Paleo. Look for the dips. Right now, it's just kind of going sideways. Are smoother, faster, and cheaper transactions for services and products is the big pros for cryptos. Not all cryptos, because not everything in cryptocurrency is really made for fast and cheap transactions. But if they are made for actually being a currency like Dogecoin, yes, smooth, fast, and cheaper transactions are awesome. Bitcoin is not smooth, fast, and cheap. ETH is not smooth, fast, and cheap. But what are the largest cryptocurrencies in the market? It's Bitcoin and ETH. And neither of them are smooth, fast, and cheap. They just got in early, right? Again, Bitcoin is now seen as this big store of value. So a lot of institutions, companies buying it, whales still buying, accumulating, some retail, but I mean, it's $94,000 for a Bitcoin. And then you can say, oh, well, you just buy sats. Well, they don't price it in sats on the exchanges. It's priced in Bitcoin, and you're buying 0.01 Bitcoin. And that's not as fun as buying hundreds of Dogecoin. That's why I like Dogecoin, particularly as a currency. So we'll see what happens with Doge going forward. A lot of people don't like it because it was made from a meme in the beginning. But that's kind of why Elon likes it, though, because it was made to have fun. That's why we Doge. That's why we Doge. Good question, though. If BlackRock is holding so much Bitcoin, as well as MicroStrategy, they're not selling into alts. I know. The herd holding BTC. I think Bitcoin dominance is not going to drop like it has before. We're most likely not going to see a huge drop in Bitcoin dominance. It's basically going to kind of maybe settle down a little bit in 2025, but not do a big drop like we saw in 2021. Bohm also sideways, slightly down. Good buying opportunities. Difference between a token and a coin. So Dogecoin is a coin, not because I'm holding this fake coin, a little replica coin, but I do have one. That's fun. I do have a second one here that's still in its case. I'm going to be doing a giveaway next year for this brand new Dogecoin, but that's coming next year. This one, that's mine. I've had for a while. That's fun. No, so there are real cryptocurrency coins that are made that are proof of work, that have their own blockchains. Now, Ethereum has migrated from proof of work to proof of stake, but still has its own blockchain, but is a proof of stake cryptocurrency. But Ethereum, I guess many are calling it a token now instead of a coin. But generally, if you're a proof of work cryptocurrency, that means you have your own blockchain, you've got miners mining that are collecting the rewards, and those are coins. Most of cryptocurrency are tokens. Solana is a token. ADA is a token, right? Everything you're staking are tokens. You can't stake coins. If anybody says stake your Dogecoin here, it's like, that's fake. Don't do that. There's no staking. So Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, also still mined, has its own blockchain. That's a coin. There's still a few others. There's some smaller ones that are still around that are coins. Everything else is a token. So all the memes, all these memes, Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, all those, they're tokens. The media puts them into this whole meme coin category. No, they're meme tokens. The only meme that's a coin is Dogecoin. There's no other meme coin. But there you go. There you go. Hey, Specs. When Doge or any coin hits a number you're happy with, what's the quickest and cheapest way for you to convert it all back to USD? If it's all held in a wallet, yeah, you just transfer back to an exchange. So what I did with Dogecoin last week, again, Dogecoin was going up. Everybody in the live stream was saying, oh, Kriss, what do? Your Dogecoin is sitting on your Ledger wallet. What if you can't transfer it over fast enough? Well, you prepare for it. You do your transfer from your wallet back to your exchange, and then you wait till the price hits where you want to sell. That's all. I don't get involved in pre-market memes. Absolutely not. You're giving money away more times than not if you do that. All looks to be full steam ahead, focus in crypto by the new government, buying backed. I know, right? Is the Trump media company really going to buy a crypto exchange? Are we going to have X payments? All of that still coming. And someone asked earlier about buying a car from Tesla using Dogecoin. Still possibly coming as well. All of that will be huge, absolutely huge, which is why I say we're still so early. I don't think we're anywhere near topping out on Dogecoin this cycle. You're going to get to gold, get a gold check mark in Dogecoin from me. It'll be coming. Yeah, ETH is just not moving still. Not moving. The ETH Bitcoin trading pair just continues to die. ETH still holding at $3,000, right above $3,000. But we do the ETH Bitcoin trading pair and it's like still just dropping. We had a little bit of a run here right after the election when there was this kind of altcoin season fake out here for like 2 days. And then it was back to normal, and ETH versus BTC is now even lower. Now even lower than it was before the election. It's like it never happened. And it's just continually been going down and down and down versus Bitcoin. That is weakness in ETH. Huge weakness. Is this going to turn around? You would think eventually it's going to turn around. But we don't know when. Bitcoin is still so close to its all-time high. It's so close. What is that percentage-wise, where it is right now? 0.5%. Just 0.5%. Hey, look at that. Doge about to touch 38 cents. Come on, Doge. No profit for you on Doge. Even the Doge I bought Monday at noon at 37.1, I'm in profit on. I'm in profit on all my Doge. Every Dogecoin I bought, I'm in profit on. I'm up to about 150 members now, Glittery. Jasmy's still sitting around 2 cents. See another dip below, like it just had earlier today. That's pretty good buying price for Jasmy, I think, right there. Look at that. 1.95 cents. That was a nice dip. Come on, Doge, 38 cents. Cozy, you won 10,000 Bitcoin worth gambling. Oh, $10,000 worth. Transferred all 10 grand, and I've now made 40% on my portfolio in 30 days. Nice. Good for you. Try and keep it real. Don't blow it chasing some overhyped meme token in FOMO. Try and keep it real. That's all I say. Not financial advice, but keep it real. If I had to pick one meme coin to buy right now, which one would it be? Doge. Far and away, Doge. No, I've got a whole folder full of pictures that I took like 2 years ago. I took all those pictures back when I had kind of the more scruffiness on my face. And then I just pick whichever one randomly I pick for each thumbnail. I rotate through them, basically. Some of them are more appropriate than others, depending on what's going on. I haven't gotten to the big open mouth ones though. You don't see me with the open mouth ones. No, I don't do that. We had the NVIDIA earnings report, and NVIDIA looked good. Look at that. It's almost back up to $145 as predicted. Look at that. Sometimes Kriss is spot on with his predictions. About half an hour ago, I said, in an hour, this is going to be back up to $145, and it's hitting it right now. Sometimes Kriss is pretty good. There it is, 145. Because it was trading down at 140, and I was like, look at the earnings. It was good earnings report. So there you go. Hey, 38-cent Doge. Also, that is good. Yep. Thanks, Rocky. 38 cents. Sally wants to hear the new Doge intro video. Are you guys ready? If you guys missed the beginning, are you ready? Are you all in on Doge? Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Thanks to Callie for making that. There's a link in the description below for his Fiverr account if you're interested in who made those beats for me. That was Callie. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing. Another way to have fun with Doge, right? Got a new member. Dustin joined. Awesome. Welcome, Dustin. I know you've been in the chat. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Yeah, deep fake videos on YouTube. Be careful. If anybody's showing a QR code for something to scan, don't do it. Don't do it. And you should actually report those videos too. Usually they're stolen YouTube channels. It doesn't scare you that the exchange will do what Robinhood pulls sometimes? Well, they did it in 2021. GameStop, AMC, and Doge. Not good. I don't think Vlad's going to allow that to happen again. At the time, he gave in to the Melvin Capitals of the world. And I think he knows better now because Robinhood took a lot of shit for that. A lot. If he did that again, if Robinhood did that again, so many people would be done with it and they would be losing money. So I don't see that happening again. Sheeb is just hanging out at like 24. I still think Sheeb's going to double in price, 47, 48. But does Sheeb continue to go higher than that up to its previous all-time high of 0.00084? Something like that, which would be doubling again? I don't know. Sheeb again is based on ETH and ETH token. Again, I think there's a lot of ETH whales that own a crap ton of Sheeb, but ETH is just not the place for memes right now. But I know Pepe was also built on ETH, and look what happened to Pepe. So I still think Sheeb has got a chance to go on a big run. We would want Bitcoin dominance to drop, but as someone else pointed out earlier, there's still going to be a lot of buying of Bitcoin, and it's not retail. And you're not going to see retail selling their Bitcoin. driving the price down, which we saw back in 2021 because they were rotating into ETH and a bunch of alts to make more money. That's what happened in 2021. This cycle doesn't look like it's going to do that. Bitcoin dominance may drop to 55, maybe 50 at the lowest. I don't see it dropping any more than that. But we shall see. Bitcoin was at 87,000 6 days ago. Now hanging at 94,450, so close to its new all-time high that it hit this morning. So close. But we got a nice little thing going on with Doge right now. So Pepe, I'm looking at it dropping down to like 16 as an entry point. Pepe is sitting at 19 now. But I just charted this a little bit ago, and I think 16. Is Pepe going to drop back down there? I don't know. Again, that's just part of my swing trading strategy. And I only do that small little piece of my portfolio. Open mouth picks trigger the PTSD. No, I do not do Simon and Garfunkel. Absolutely not. No. I was a 1980s new wave and then got into alternative, and I was heavy into alternative music. That was me. It was more alternative. Now I get into some more melodic stuff. I mean, a big 21 Pilots fan. I mean, what Tyler Joseph writes and performs, a lot of it is rap related, but it's still, it's not the real heavy alternative stuff. So I like that. Also saw them in concert a couple months ago when they were here in Boston. Yes, even me. I was the old guy there. 21 Pilots. Great stuff. The man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, respect to Callie. He made a fun intro. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate the membership. When is this bull run over and will you short? Yeah, Bull Run and I were talking about this, about shorting in one of the live streams a couple months ago. And we're kind of like 2026, what might be the year to be shorting some crypto? Not now. People who are shorting crypto now are just asking to get liquidated. So, yeah. So yeah, maybe 2026 will be the time to start looking at maybe doing some short. Again, I might take just a small little bit, right? And just try out some shorting and see what happens. What's up, Beast? Crow with knife. Yes, you can get that on crypto.com. Again, I've got a link right here to crypto.com. Anybody wants to buy CAW. The CAW is a meme token made on Chronos. Yes, it's made on Chronos. You can get CAW. It has a really, really low price. Oh man, it had a big dump here. There was a huge dump on that this morning. Look at that. Yeah, because it had gone up so much since the beginning of November. Big sell-off in CAW today. I don't own any of this. I didn't buy any of this, but I mean, this run up here from November 4th to the 12th was 100%. Doubled in price. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me for CAW. But that's how memes can go, though. Low market cap, it can swing wildly. But if you want to play with the call meme, you can do so on crypto.com. Meanwhile, Doge is holding above 38 cents. Can we see 38 cents become support again? Just like we were on Monday. Same place. It's not going back to 37 cents right now, Judy, You love the 21 Pilots. Those guys are good. Concert was awesome. They played like 35 songs or something. It was a long concert. It was awesome. Never got into Creed. 3 Doors Down. It's like one song. That's a one song wonder there for 3 Doors Down. How you doing, Zach? I'm good. I'm doing good. Another one wants to see Pepe. Yeah, so I'll just show this again. I know a lot of you guys just saw it a little bit ago, but we got some new people coming in. Don't mind answering the questions. So this is what Pepe did. Went on this huge run from November 4th all the way up to the top here on the 13th. So what is that? About 9 days of trading, and it went up 200%. 200%. Totally overbought here. Started having profit taking. And as we predicted then, after that first round, I predicted it would go up and down and up and down. It followed my prediction exactly. And then we were able to chart it. So here on the 16th was able to chart it. Once we had another top and bottom, I made a pennant. And then I think it was on the Sunday, as this pennant was starting to narrow down, I drew this white line saying I thought that Pepe would trade down out of that pennant, not go up. And that's exactly what it did. Now, where is it sitting? Well, bottomed out here at about 18.4, just a little bit ago. I still think it's going to go lower. I still think Pepe's overbought. I think it's going to go lower, and I'm looking to buy back in. Again, I sold up here at 20. I had bought at 10 a number of months ago, but took the profits at 20. Didn't know it was going to keep going up 24, 25, but that happens. I took my profits, and I will look to buy back in, maybe at 15, 16 to 15, somewhere in that zone. I'll look to buy back in. Because there's this whole gap here. Pepe just traded right up through here. We'll see. But that's my take on Pepe. Doge trying to hold 38. What's the better option to take out the initial investment to make yourself whole, set up sell price limit to ensure you won't lose your initial investment? Well, Jamie, I would say either of those strategies are good, however you want to do it. Typically, when I'm really taking profits, I never sell the whole thing. I sell it in slices. I only took out half of my initial investment in Dogecoin. My initial, because I bought 500,000 Doge in 2021. I only sold 250,000 and just booked that profit. And then we'll see how it goes. Yes, I do recommend Coinbase. When Bonk started trading on Coinbase, that's when I first bought it. And I've been very successful with that. We'll bonk on Coinbase. Right here's the chart. We'll go to the daily and we'll go back to when it first started trading right here. This was December 14th, 2023. So it's just about a year ago. And right when it started trading, I bought on Coinbase. I was live there on it right when it started. And I bought it at 0.00017. price spiked up and I sold at 30. So I almost doubled. In less than an hour, I almost doubled my price and I sold right there. You can see it a little better if I zoom in. So I sold it right there. And this was the first day of trading for Bonk. And then it just sold off. I bought back in down here at 14 and then bought an additional on the dip down here at 11. And that's the Bonk that I still hold today. So that last purchase was January 3rd. So I don't want to sell that until January 3rd, 2025 now, at least hold it for a year. And then it'll be a long-term capital gains because the price now is up over 51. It's way up here. So that profit is that's a juicy profit there. 300% profit. But I don't want to take it yet. So I'm waiting. But yes, Coinbase lets you know when something is about to start trading. Robinhood doesn't tell you that. But with that Bonk, that was a good trade. And that's what I did. Yeah, Bonk just hit a new all-time high, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. 59. Now trading at 51. But today, just kind of hanging out. Doge did not hold 38 cents, guys. Yeah, I hope Doge gets up above XRP again as too. You saw 21 Pilots in Columbus? That must have been awesome to see them in Columbus. Yeah, we looked at XLM earlier. I don't know. We'll see. Boston beat Cleveland last night, low roller. That game was last night. But Boston is not undefeated. They've already lost 3 games. But Cleveland was undefeated going into the game, but they lost. No, I sold at 42,069, not 35. My sell of Dogecoin. I told you guys. You must have missed it, low roller. Right there. I sold on Monday, the 11th. Right there, 42,069. I was targeting 35 cents. We were live when Doge hit 35 cents. We were live. So I had to wait till the live stream was over. And then I transferred from my ledger. And by the time that was done and I was ready to sell, Doge was up to 42 cents. So I was like 42,069, let's go. And it hit it right there. So that's what I did. It's a long-term capital gains on the profit. From 2 cents to 42 cents. Yeah. Long-term capital gains. I haven't calculated. Zeta chain. Zeta was the big darling when it came out, and I don't think it's done much since then. Haven't looked at it in a while. 63 cents now. Yeah, here it was launched in February. Came way up, $2.60, and look where it is now. That's just not a great looking chart. Not a great looking chart. Is it going to get back up to $2? I don't know. I don't know much about it. Looks like it's had some up and down trading. There seems to be a bit of a general trend up from August. Kind of like that. So that's a good sign. But then you look at the Doge chart, and Doge just blows it out of the water. Like it does just about anything else. So yeah, so I don't know about Zeta. We're zoomed in on the 5-minute chart, just watching because it's relatively low volume, not a lot of price movement. So we're really zoomed in here on the Doge chart. Bitcoin 94.2, not ready to make a move up for a new all-time high yet. Cardano's up to 81 cents now. So Cardano's moving up, 81 cents. XRP is moving up a little bit, $1.10. And the Crow token is also moving up. So we got a bit of movement. What else is in the green? Aptos went up, but now selling off a little bit. And of course, Bitcoin dominance, 61%. Not much in the green. Nero ETH, not a fan. A lot of people made a lot of money on it, but it was somebody making money off of Dogecoin. The tsunami's coming, little jet. Artificial liquid intelligence, Dustin. I've never looked at it before. Is it called ALI? ALI, artificial liquid intelligence. 1.3 cents. Well, that's a pretty good looking chart. That's pretty sweet. Not a lot of volume of trading. Oh, it was much higher back in March. 4 cents. Looks like it came up to 5 cents here in February. But it is showing signs of waking up. I don't know what this is. Liquid intelligence. But looks like something that still could continue going up. Yeah, I'm not moving to New Hampshire. I can't live in New Hampshire. When you live in Boston, you're like, yeah, I can't move to New Hampshire. I'll deal with the taxes and the price of houses here. You want to sell Cardano? You bought it 77 cents. You bought it 77 cents. Cardano's now at 80 cents. And you want to sell it? I don't know what to say, TK. That's a short-term thinking there. Yeah, you want to buy more Doge on the next drop, but you need to go check your couch and see if there's any money that slipped in, maybe underneath. So you can have both and keep that Cardano. If you make a huge enough profit, the short-term capital gains doesn't matter. Correct. And with the bonk, I've been thinking about that, right? But I only need to hold it another month and a half. And if bonk is still at 55, 59 in a month and a half, I save myself like 15% of my profits. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Jake Down thinks BOEM is undervalued. How about that? And I didn't ask him to say that. Somebody on X was upset that I mentioned BOEM in my crypto.com post. Said I was shilling my own coin that I hold. But here we have an independent person talking about the Book of Meme. What's there to say? Book of Meme. It's a meme. It's a meme coin. What can you say? The digital book is linked with metadata to the token, and the book has even more links to images stored, the decentralized social networking app, tools to create memes, all of these right here in one meme coin. It is the Book of Meme, made on Solana. And this one had, again, from its initial launch, it hasn't had a big run up yet. Jake thinks it's going to be a 10x. It's now trading just under a penny. For me, it was worth throwing a little money at it. See what happens. What's going to happen with the Book of Meme? And if you have a supply that's got 69 and 420 in it, I mean, come on, right? Come on. So that is Book of Meme. I threw some at it. We'll see. Yeah, again, I don't know if Bitcoin dominance is really going to drop that much. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, so I made like $100,000 profit. Yeah. And there's a long-term capital gains. I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but it's a lot of Doge. Yes. It's a lot of Doge. Will XLM outrun Doge? No. They were both at 10 cents just a few months ago. XLM's at 24. Doge is at 37. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Z to tell me what's for dinner. So I'm eating from Z. He's going to send me some food. Right, Louis? Dogecoin is a much better transactional currency than Bitcoin. Lower cost, uses less energy, faster, more efficient. The world will figure that out someday. I was watching, you were watching me in the background while searching other Doge vids, and you see other lives covering Dogecoin. Turns out they're watching me too. Really? That's interesting. Well, to all of you watching, welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, XYO. Yes, Wiley, I remember. You asked me about that, and then I saw it took off. Exactly. I hope you bought some then, or you're already in it. But yeah, I did see that all of a sudden it just took off. It's going up again now. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, you asked me on Monday, and it was sitting down here at about 005. Now it's at 008, and it actually hit a penny. That was crazy. Because I remember you asked me about it, and I was like, it's going sideways, which it was. There was no clue that it was going to do this. Absolutely no clue. But yeah, I remember that. That's what can happen. That's why you have to have patience. That's why you have to have patience. If you believe in a coin or a token and you buy it and it starts drifting down, well, again, remind yourself, why did I buy it? What's my outlook on it? And then you just have to have patience. Other lives are adding $10. Oh, were they all doing the buy $10 worth? Sheeb, strong community. It does. There's no doubt. The Sheeb army is very strong. No doubt. Avondale, NPC. I have not looked at NPC. Never looked at it. 4 cents. This looks like something that's tailing off. Yeah, had a run. and is now tailing off. But yeah, that was, wow. If you got in June when it launched to the top, 900%, sweet. Could this be it though for NPC, or is it going to go higher? I don't know. It's very toppy here, 6 cents, now down to 4 cents. That's like 40% drop. But yeah, if you got in this early enough, I hope you took some profits. The 4-hour chart isn't looking great. But zoom into the 15-minute and maybe it bottomed here. This looks like a quadruple bottom on these wicks. So that looks like there's some buying pressure right there at 4 cents. That's what that looks like. So might be a good entry point if you are a little bit degen and think this might go back up to 6. That'd be a 50% gain. Kiddo. I don't know what kiddo is there, Sergi. There's a kitty. That's not what you're saying, though. You're saying kiddo. There's no kiddo in TradingView, which means that it's probably a totally low market cap or new thing. Yeah, kiddo Sol. You can only trade this by swapping Sol for it. So not on any major exchanges yet. Looks like it's been going straight sideways for a week. Straight sideways for a week. I don't know what this thing is. But good luck with it. Capital gains is theft. Yeah, well, in the United States, those are taxes. That's the game you play. Not much you can do about it. You just have to accept it and live with it. So I'm going to make a lot of money investing in cryptocurrency, and I'm going to give a lot of it to the government. That's just the way it is. SHIB is perhaps one of the most unoriginal tokens, Jake Down. I agree. But it was also an early one in 2021, built on ETH, and ETH was doing well. And it had that Dogecoin killer thing. There were a lot of people who didn't like Doge, especially in the ETH community. So they bought it up. And that's what happened. That is what happened. IOTEX, Daydream. IOTEX. $0.04. It's on Coinbase and it's barely trading. There's no volume here. No volume. It's pretty much sideways for months. Not a lot of action on IOTEX. In March, it was up to about 8 cents, now back to 4. And there's just no momentum in this thing. It's got a slight upward trend line from August. Again, very similar to that other one we just looked at, but really not doing much. I mean, if you had bought this in August, you missed out on so many gains on so many other cryptos. But I mean, you're in the profit still, but just not that much. Well, you've got things like Dogecoin, like totally taking off. But there you go. That's my initial thought of it. I'd never looked at that before. Tubbs Bestie got a raise. More money to buy some Dogecoin with, right? Julius just joined the stream. Welcome. I want to make my first Solana buy. A 10x long? You're talking to the wrong person. You're just asking to get liquidated if you're going to be doing leverage trading. I don't. Now, you do you. You do you. But we don't talk about leverage trading here. You can go on some of those other YouTube channels that get into that. This is DCA, buy and hold, maybe do a little swing trading with a small part of your portfolio. When you see something take off like Pepe, I mean, it's all set up perfect for a swing trade. So I did that. I swing trade some stocks too, but I do not mess with leverage. More times than not, you're going to get wrecked. Do not recommend it. What's happening with NVIDIA right now? So it hit 145 as predicted. Now it's like at 144, 143.9. But I don't know, good earnings call, and you would think it would go up higher. But it did have a big run this afternoon. I mean, it was already up quite a bit in the afternoon trading leading up to earnings. So not that different. Anything else moving after hours? No. MicroStrategy still going up after hours. It had a little dip right at closing. So back up to 480 after hours. Huge run on, well, look at MicroStrategy for the past few days. Just huge buying. Anything else after hours that's on my watch list? Not really. Nope. Not really on the stock world. Andrew, happy to see you too. I've noticed some cryptos have wormhole in parentheses next to them. Yeah, wormhole. You can look at wormhole. Wormhole. So there's this cryptocurrency called Wormhole. Okay. And you go to their website. And so this is this multi-chain kind of thing that you can bridge from Solana to ETH. What's the next one? I think it's more recent here. Major UIIX. No, it's not that one. Wormholes connecting crypto. Somewhere it said what you do and how it works. I don't use it, obviously. Multi-chain application. Uniswap's most used multi-chain protocol. So there's some kind of swapping and cross-chain connectivity through Wormhole. But I don't know why different tokens would have Wormhole in its name. Yeah, I don't know that. But you can look into that if you're interested. I've identified 60 cents, Sonic case, 60 cents for Dogecoin. That was based on the previous pennant and my bullish outlook on Doge, 60 cents. You bought another 2,000 of Doge and Pepe on the dip. Love the dips. Nice. The all-time chart biotech's hit like $5. Wow. Oh, sorry, you said Sheeb and Pepe. You corrected yourself. That's all right. You've got 1,000 in it just in case. You never know, right? Jasmine? I still think Jasmine's going up. If you can buy it below 2 cents, again, not financial advice, but I think you're going to get a nice profit out of it. Already talked about day trading crypto, Michael. Not a fan. PET is up 88%. What is PET? Petco? Oh, PET is the WAG group, right? Up 85% after hours to 38 cents. Well, I mean, look at the big drop it had here on the 12th. So it was just trading at 67 cents a week ago. And then something happened on the 13th and it dropped from 67 cents all the way down to 18 cents. This after hours trading only gets it back up to 37, so not even halfway back to where it was. So I don't know what that big drop was, but some people lost a lot of money there, whatever that was. You can look at the news. What happened to PET last week? Downgrades on PET. Wow. Faces revenue decline in Q3. Yeah, all bad news. So why is it up today? I don't know. I don't follow this one, but I mean, if you bought in today and you're now up 80% after hours, that's pretty good. But I don't think too many people are in crypto are trading PET stock. But yeah, that's crazy. We need PAX merch. Kriss store. Where'd it go? Oh, I think it's on this one. Sorry. How about this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't logged in on this one. It's over here. I'm not logged in right now. So let's do it this way. I have a link in the description below. And you can go to my store. There we go. That's how I do it. Merch. Christmas is coming, guys. One of the easiest things to buy would be a mug, like a Dogecoin mug. I got that in my store. So you can get any of these different logos, Doge things. Got a couple Bitcoin things as well. Some other fun things that are in my store. Oh, my face, just saying. Oh, Ryan. Anyway, for Christmas, if anybody wants to buy something Doge related, we've got a lot of cool things in the store. to buy. Got onesies for babies. Have a little cool Doge on a baby. Women's clothes, men's clothes, unisex, tote bags, hats, mugs. Lots of good things. Great for Christmas, guys. Great for Christmas. So you can check that out. Again, I just do it for people who just want to spread the word of Doge and other crypto things. No Diddy. No. No Diddy. And no Kiddo. We already looked at Kiddo. It's not traded on any exchanges. Reasonably priced merch from a creator. This may be a first. If it's grown by 300% in 2 weeks, great. Again, it could drop 300% too. So again, I took a little slice of profit, and that was just my strategy, but it was a small, less than 10%, and I booked some profit. That's all. Overall, has profit taking started? No. I did not buy CleanSpark. No. I ended up, what did I do with that? I think I ended up just doing another swing trade on DJT instead, and I'm back in DJT. That's what I did. Did not buy CleanSpark. You're looking for a Doge t-shirt, big and tall or long. I don't know. You'll have to look at the sizes on these and see. Like a men's premium t-shirt. Well, there's a 2X long, a 3X long, a 4X long, and a 5X long. So you'll have to look at that and see. Long sleeve and short sleeve. I don't know what to say there, Eric, about these sizes, but I mean, on the fit side, I'm not sure. Yeah, the site orders the size, and they make it as they get ordered. A rocket in 15 minutes? That'd be sweet. That would be sweet. You're coming to Boston in June? Let's do beers, sure. Maybe there'll be a $1 Doge party. Who knows? Jay wants to see the heat map. See what the heat map looks like. A lot of leverage got taken out today. Look at the Bitcoin heat map. Look at this up here. 95,300. They should go get that. Huge short position up there. They should get up there and get that. They took out some shorts earlier. Look at that. $100 million in leverage longs got taken out. $100 million right there. Wow. Yeah, let's go to Doge. Doge on the leverage. Big shorts up here. About $360,000 worth at 39.9 cents. That's pretty big. 39.9. They've already taken off all of this on the drop today. All of this added up is well over $1 million just on that drop. Not a lot else here. So, but up here, back up at 39, there's some big shorts to get liquidated. Do they have H bar on the heat map? Let's see. H bar. They do. They do have H bar. Again, shorts up here, 12.9 cents. About $58,000. Again, not huge. There's not huge bets on H bar leverage. People aren't doing $1 million leverage trades on H bar. But on ETH and on Bitcoin, ETH always has some big ones, $1 million ones. Oh, that got taken out today. $7 million. Right at 3,077. $7 million leveraged long. And right before that, 6 million. Right before that, 5 million. Look at that. Just in that one dip alone. 7, 6, 5, almost $20 million in ETH leverage longs. Take it out. Wow. That's crazy. No, I'm not going to do Diddy coin. A swing trade. A swing trade is when you sell at a high price and you buy back in at a lower price. Not like a day trade, not within minutes or an hour, but like typically over a day or more. That's what a swing trade is. And that's what I'm kind of doing with Pepe. Pepe hasn't dropped as much. So I sold here at 20 on this big spike with plans to buy back in at 15. Pepe continued going up higher. I mean, you never know, right? So I didn't hit it at the top, but I sold there at 20. Again, I doubled my money from 10 to 20 and then want to buy back in at 15. Is it going to come back down to 15? It's not looking like it right now, but again, there is a trend down. But that's the idea, is you end up increasing your quantity of Pepe by 50% by doing this kind of trade. You bought in, price doubled, you take your profit, and then it drops back down, you buy in more, and you get a lot more Pepe tokens by like 50%, if that works. And so I'm in the middle of a so-called swing trade in that. And we'll see whether it comes back down. Swing trading on Doge is really hard. Doge is best swing traded, I guess, now when it's kind of going sideways, but you don't get as much bang for your buck as you do on a big run like this. But there were a lot of people who did a big swing trade on Doge back in 2022 when Elon Musk bought Twitter and Dogecoin spiked up in price. A lot of people did a swing trade on that. Sold near the top and then it just dropped huge in price. And then they bought back in and had a lot more Doge. So the thing about Solana meme coins is only 1 in 1,000 actually make it. 1 in 1,000. That's gambling, Mars. Total gambling. That's like needle in the haystack, throwing a dart at a dartboard. You have no idea. I think Doge or Bitcoin dominance is going to hang around 60% for quite a while. you bought a new coin and you're scared, I don't know what to tell you, Reno. Yeah, those longs got crushed today. Millions of dollars. Millions. Okay, Mars, you go buy your Diddy coin. We're not going to talk about it here. Day trading, you can do up to 3 day trades, something like that, in a day. Where will Pepe top this bull run? It got up to 24, maybe 30. I don't know. I don't think it's going to do much more than that. Yep. Bob, that is true. Too unlucky to swing trade, just hold. Again, small part of my portfolio. I'm just doing that trade on, and more of it is just to prove a point to myself that I can read charts and I can actually, things play out like I think they are. I can maybe take a little bit of profit on that. That's about all it is. If Pepe doesn't go back down to 15 and I don't buy in, that's okay. I doubled my money. I'm okay. I doubled my money on the trade. I think I had $3,000 of Pepe, so I sold it at like 4,500. So if Pepe goes back down to 15, I end up with 50% more Pepe, something like that. Maybe 25% more Pepe. Anyway, the point is, I booked the profit. Anyway. Stocks are more stable. But I've done swing trades on DJT and MicroStrategy over the past couple months, and especially DJT, and I have gathered a lot more stock doing that. Doge looking for a solid breakout. Eric, I agree. 420, cable guy. That's a good target price for Pepe. Yeah, we'll just call it 420. Exactly. Yep, the heat map shows the shorts and the longs. Fetch. Yes, I bought back into Fetch. Fetch is one that I got out of way before the merger with Ocean and Singularity. And I don't remember what I put that money into, but I did buy back in at $1.05. And that would have been right there on September 6th. On that dip right there. That's where I bought back in on Fetch. So Fetch is this, artificial super intelligence alliance now. And we'll see what happens. I just wanted to get back into this AI token. It's not doing great. I'm up a little bit still for my $1.05 purchase, but it hasn't been doing great. I should have just bought more Doge. But I have a diversified portfolio. You don't know which ones are going to take off. And so I bought a little Fetch. Should have just bought Doge. Should have trusted myself and just bought Doge. No, Pepe is not going to cut off all those zeros. Not going to happen. The day job was okay. Usually my Tuesdays are really the hectic days. And if you saw me during the SpaceX launch where I was all out of sorts, that's because I had a really busy day and then I couldn't get the speakers to work and the sound wasn't working. It was a mess. But that was yesterday. I had a nice evening, nice dinner, little drink, enjoyed myself last night. Today was another day. Yeah, not all coins have heat maps. They need a certain volume of trading. Exactly. And you saw in that H bar one, it's like $58,000 isn't a lot. So I don't know the bonk top because, again, it just hit an all-time high. I don't think you can really chart it. You fib retracement lines and stuff. I don't know. King Gamer, a Doge. It's the only meme coin. All the others are tokens. We talked about that earlier in the stream. It's Doge. Dogecoin holding strong. Big candlesticks coming. You age 5 years a week when you day trade. Wojak looks awful. That doesn't surprise me. They came out. Didn't they come out right around Pepe? And they had a little bit of a pump at the beginning, but then just, if I remember. Actually, it's gone up a bit since September. But now, like others that we've seen, huge trade down. May, it went on a run up to 0018. Yeah, here's where it started, 2023. Huge. I mean, look at the volume of trading on a Wojak. I mean, look at this volume of trading right here. Huge volume of trading. Totally pumped Wojak up by over 1,000%, like 1,500%. Since then, hardly any volume compared to that initial volume. Hardly anything. Then when you zoom in, you get a little bit more, but not anything like that initial. This was still a pretty good pump here, 300%. Not like that initial 1,500 though. That was crazy. But this most recent pump here in October, what did we get? 200%. And now it's dropping off. So I guess there's still money to make on this thing. This is the type of thing you might want to look at swing trading. Buy low, sell high, buy again low. That's what this looks like to me. This has swing trade written all over it. Wojak. I don't know who makes it. Yeah, DJT is a stock. This is the Donald Trump media. They had this big spike here yesterday because of that buying of the Bach crypto exchange. So this big spike here was based on that. And then it kind of went sideways the rest of the day. Still right around $30. But I've done some big swing trades with DJT. Just making some money off the Trump thing. That's all. Just making a little money off the Trump thing. And proving to myself I can still swing trade stocks. So I do that. That's all on Robinhood. I just use Robinhood for that. Easy to trade on. And because I'm always watching the charts, so this is actually the Weeble chart that I use for stocks because it's a really good chart. I still hold my Tesla stock in Weeble, but I don't have anything else hardly in Weeble anymore. So I use Robinhood to trade the stocks. But I like the Weeble chart. How to compute your profit in Doge. So this is the way I do it. I use a spreadsheet like this. And I put in all my trades. Like this is the Bitcoin example. We'll look at the Bitcoin example this time. Because I'm usually only looking at Dogecoin, but we'll look at the Bitcoin example here. So I made a bunch of purchases of Bitcoin in 2023. And this was dollar cost averaging, like $33 at a time, sometimes $50 worth. And then the last two were about $100 worth. The last two buys in September 2023. So these are my purchases of Bitcoin. And again, this is on our KrissPax DCA portfolio, is which this isn't my personal portfolio. This is the KrissPax portfolio. And then by logging each trade on this spreadsheet, I can then sum up exactly what my total quantity of coins is, just through the formula. And I can do the total dollar value I spent by totaling that up, $887 worth. And it then calculates my average through that, 27,000. So my average Bitcoin purchase price was 27,000. And then I can come over here and I can say, okay, what's the current price now? And what is it, about 94,500? 94,500. So that tells me that my current value of Bitcoin is $3,000 from an 887 initial buy-in, and my profit 2,206. And I have just this this spreadsheet set up with formulas to calculate that. And that's how I do it. All on spreadsheet. No, you have to make your own spreadsheet up. I don't have a link to this spreadsheet, but it's really easy to make. You just have the date of each purchase, which coin you purchased, what the price, or how many you purchased, quantity, at what price. And then it calculates the total dollar amount spent, and then you just add them up. And then over here, I just have a quick, easy formula to calculate the current price and quantity, and then I calculate the total price now, how much value minus the initial buy-in value, and that's your profit. You can replay this video if you want, because this live stream will be saved on my channel. You can replay that to see what this is, but it's just a simple spreadsheet. And I have that for Doge as well. What's the current price of Dogecoin now? 37, let's call it 7, right? And so quickly I can see, again, we put in $4,600. That's now worth $28,000. Profit of $23,759. So it's just a spreadsheet. Now you can also do it a different way, and that is by creating a portfolio account on coinmarketcap.com. They have a free portfolio, and all of those trades that I put on that spreadsheet, I also put into this CoinMarketCap portfolio. Again, I did it twice, but it was just to show you guys how you can keep track of your own coins. And it's the same thing. Here's my Doge, 75,000 Doge, my average buy price, and my current holdings, 28,000. And my profit and loss, there's the now $23,726. Let me update that. Yeah, $23,906. And again, on this, oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. You can see all of your purchases there. And so I put all of the individual purchases in on the CoinMarketCap portfolio as well. Yeah, it took me a long time to do this, but it's really cool that you can get these graphics. Shows you the performance versus Bitcoin over time. Shows you your allocation in a pie chart here for all of your coins, and shows your total value of history of your whole portfolio over time. It's pretty cool. So a couple ways you can do it. There are some third-party companies that say you just attach your wallet and they'll calculate it for you. But a lot of people still have coins on exchanges, and you're not going to be able to connect anything for that. But there you go. There's some good ways to do it. An H-bar ETF? I don't think so. What's going on with Dogecoin? It's just chilling at 38 cents. PetSmart and Petco should get into Doge. Absolutely. I mean, that has marketing written all over it. What's the plan when Doge goes to $1? Long-term hold or sell it off? I'll take a little slice for a profit at $1. Sure. I'll take a little slice. Toncoin is that Telegram coin. I don't follow it. Vinny got some of that dip at 36.8. Sweet. Bought on the dip. It's an easy spreadsheet to make if you know Excel, or I use the Open Office spreadsheet because I don't like to pay Microsoft for their Office suite of software. There are some apps, but again, the CoinMarketCap one is probably the best one to use. Most people don't trade all in the same place. So if you've got coins sitting in different wallets and from different exchanges, you have to keep track of it all separate. Yeah, Alan is like $10 Doge. Now, I didn't see $10 lately for him. Ali is the one who's talking about $10 Doge. But Alan is, he's up there. Did I have an Alan one today that I did? I don't think so. This was Crypto Rover, Kevin, Kenobi, Captain Fantastic. Yeah, I didn't have tardigrade, right? Here he is. This is Trader Alan. See what his latest is on Doge. He's got a Solana bull pennant up to 286. Bitcoin kicking off a new bull run. Here's Doge. What's he targeting? Oh yeah, we looked at this morning in this morning's video. So short term, by the end of the month, he thinks Doge is going to be between 65 and 70 cents. That's what he's got for Doge. Again, short term. See what he's got for long term Doge. Long-term Doge. Yeah, that's this one right here. 2025 top. $20. There you go. So you were wrong. Not $10. No, it's $20. First pump to $2. Second pump to $20. That's what Alan's got. There you go, Doge dominance. It's $20. That's what he's charting. It's like, yeah, right. I don't know what to say. You bought Jasmine, Rocky? No, I'm targeting 10 cents. 10-cent Jasmine, not 50 cents. Dollar party in Boston. Yes, Ryan, if somebody was asking. I do not think this bull market is going to be more extreme, Kay. In 2021, We had all those stimulus checks and all that free money just floating around. We don't have that this time. We're kind of in a recession right now. So there isn't that kind of money this time. That's why I don't think most of these cryptos are going to achieve their previous 2021 highs. They're just not going to do it. Some of them will. I think Dogecoin will, mostly because of the support that it has. Obviously, Bitcoin already has. Will ETH get back up to like 4,500? I don't know. It's just been lagging. Solana will, because it's had this big run, but a lot of them won't. Yeah, it was kind of a big crypto bubble back in 2021, but a lot of them can come back up. Yes, I am bullish. Did you see my video this morning? Watch this one. Bullish outlook right there. After the stream, watch that video. You think $20 Dogecoin is optimistic, right? Do you? Yep, that's the chart. I don't know what to say. $20. Right, law of diminishing returns. That's what I say. Law of diminishing returns. Will Dogecoin come up to 73 cents before Christmas? That's a great question. You never know what's going to spark Dogecoin, and you never know when it's going to happen. I'm still calling for 2 runs, but not that. Not $2 and $20. No. On January 1st, 2025, I will give my 2025 price prediction. And there I will have some kind of magic formula and calculation of what I think the all-time high is going to be for Doge. So I have to wait for that. I need to think about that over the Christmas break. And yes, and everybody was home trading because of COVID in 2021 as well. Yeah. Will institutions take Doge seriously? Only if Elon does a major thing with it on X. That's the only way I see that happening. And it's like totally embedded into the X platform, because then you've got 500 million people exposed to Dogecoin, and only Doge, not also with Bitcoin, Lightning Network, and other cryptos. Only if it's only Doge on X. For X payments, peer-to-peer payments, tipping, Shopify, online, buying things, all of that, and only Doge. Then the institutions will go, wow, look at that. But that's it. Yeah, I like Kev too. I look at a lot of Kev stuff. Dogecoin $40? Sure, why not? No. It's going to be a Doge Christmas. And again, if you want to like buy some Doge stuff, I got a merch store. Nice little Christmas gifts. I'm just saying, you're not going to get this anywhere else but the KrissPax store. Link in description below. You can check it out. Christmas is coming. Right now, I'm targeting 60 cents PED at my next slice, probably about 10%. Yep. Somebody wants to ask a Magic 8-Ball question? McNay is asking, the pyramids in Egypt. Yes, I have been to Cairo, and I have been in the pyramids in Giza. Yes. It was a great, great trip. How are they built? There are a lot of theories. Nobody knows for sure, but there are a lot of remnants of things, little bits and pieces of things that talk about how they used some levers to help with these large blocks, and a lot of people. All right, MTB, see ya. Tomorrow I'll have another video out though. So then you'll have to watch 2 videos tomorrow. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Spectacular. And the Sphinx too. It's right there. Absolutely awesome experience. The hardest part was giving up my camera to go into the pyramid. It was like, you got this guy in a robe just sitting there on this little wooden bench, right? At the entrance. And you give him your camera. This was pre-cell phone days. Gave him my camera. He gave it back when I came out, but that is the day. That was the day right there. Is shipping worldwide? I don't know. You'll have to go to the website and see whether they ship to your country. I don't know. If you own a business, get a Doge machine. Absolutely. We had somebody the other day asking about it, Doge Express. So again, we can go Doge Express. And you go to this guy's site there, and he makes the machines. Where's his machine? Here's one that's a cannabis merchant, and he's got a Doge Express machine. You can buy pot with Doge. Doge Express. Here's one in Montana, the Cowboys Lodge and Grill. They've got a Doge Express machine. Pay direct, Doge, wallet to wallet. Here's another one. Oh, that's that same cannabis refinery. Buy your weed with Doge. There you go. That's the power of Dogecoin right there. The power of Doge. I'm still here, Jack. I just can't see everybody's chats because Doge is more popular now than it was last year. So we got more people in the live streams. I don't know. What's your question? Give it to me again, Jack. Give it to me again. Also, MTB's right. If you donated your morning coffee, give a little super chat there, Jack. Then I would see it for sure. They also give discount for Doge purchases. Williamsburg Pizza gives you 25% off if you pay in Doge. I mean, that's free marketing there. You got people coming all over. When they go to Manhattan, they go down to Lower East Side to Williamsburg Pizza so they can buy with Doge. That's like free advertising there. Free advertising. So why do you think Starbucks is still a multi-million-dollar company, right? People go out and buy coffee. I make mine at home. I make mine at home. Jack does not want to ask his question now, and I'm not scrolling up to find it. He got to ask it again. What online payment method for Dogecoin do you think best? For a European website, I don't know. I don't know what's available over there. I don't know. Something that uses BitPay, if that's available. I mean, it's more than just Doge. They take a lot of different cryptocurrencies through BitPay, but you have to find a company that accepts BitPay in order to do that. And I don't know about the EU. So, hey, Legit Mindblown, that's my name. Hi, Parwiz. Morkvet, I'm looking at Doge Express for my luxury rideshare company. Awesome. Good luck with that. It's free advertising, especially on X. If you have an account on the X platform and you put in there that you accept Doge, you'll have this whole community of people sharing your posts on X. It's free advertising. Wait till some employers pay in Dogecoin. Yep. Yeah, I know people that do Cafe Kariba. I know Burger King was giving away Doge, but they weren't accepting it as payment for burgers, which was, I was like, why don't you accept it as payment? You're giving it away. Accept it. You want to run on your own website. There's a couple of things that I've heard. Websites. Coinbase Business has one. And there was another one that I was looking at before. I don't remember the name of it. But Coinbase Business has an integration onto websites. Yeah, you give a 25% discount and you hold the Doge. The Doge doubles in price. You're making money. You're making money. I hope we go up and get those shorts, Jay, but we just can't break above 38 cents and hold it. We looked at the flag. Is it bear? Is it bull? It's kind of neutral. Could go either way. Doge is an overbought. Well, on the weekly chart, sure. But Black Friday coming. Are you taking profits now and buying? We're going to talk about that next week, the coming Black Friday. And we're going to look at the history of Black Fridays and see how crypto has responded on previous Black Fridays. I am in Massachusetts. That's Boston, Massachusetts, the East Coast of the United States. Dogecast. Yeah, so on X, we can go, we can get rid of that. And we can go Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. So on this site, they're going to get a new logo. Elon said that. There's going to have a dog in it. But they are going to be doing live streams on this site. And they're going to be the Dogecasts. And those live streams will start January 21st. And they're going to give updates. I don't know how often they're going to have them, but they're going to be posting everything on this site on X of the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, and what they are going to cut and when they're cutting it. And it's all going to be transparent. It's all going to be on this account. That's what they're doing. Right. Doge is not overbought long-term. I don't think so either. Yeah, we talked about this earlier, Quilzy. Sorry. You might have to watch like the first 20 minutes of the live stream a long time ago. And I went into big detail about what's going on, why Bitcoin's going up, but alts were going sideways and slightly down. I went in a lot of detail. To summarize, institutions this morning were just buying big into Bitcoin. It wasn't retail traders, it was institutions. So we didn't have the same kind of buying at the same time going into the alts as we saw with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin went up, alts went sideways, some slightly down, but Bitcoin was going up. We had a few alts go up. We had Cardano going up. We showed that. So Cardano was looking good. It was going up. But most of them weren't. But Bitcoin was. Bitcoin went up, hit an all-time high. 11 o'clock this morning, new all-time high. But Doge was just kind of going sideways and then ended up dumping when Bitcoin hit its all-time high and then had a big sell-off right there. But the alts got hurt a little worse. Now Doge is just trying to recover from that. So I talked about that for like 10 minutes and I just did a nice little summary in about one right there for you. But it was really good earlier. It was really good. Blur, my good. I've never looked at Blur. $0.23 for Blur. Kind of going sideways. For a month, it's just been going sideways, up and down, up and down. Not really a lot of price action right now in Blur. Yeah, big boy. Peak. Is this the floor? I hope so. I hope that airdrop selling is done because I'm kind of tired of it. 20 cents. 20 cents. I bought up here at 28 cents. And it's just continued to kind of come down. Again, this thing's very early. Just started trading on November 12th. So we're just a little over a week in. Again, I have patience. We'll just see how that goes. Again, small part of my portfolio. Just put it in this, though, for something new, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, 20 cents. I wish I would have waited and bought in at 20. Could have had a lot more peak tokens for the same price. But maybe when it goes up to $2, we won't care. That's what I'm waiting for. But we'll see. We need some excitement, I know. Some catalyst news. That's what Doge needs. Absolutely. That's what Doge needs. Okay, gang. Hey, it's been a fun afternoon. Doge still kind of going sideways. Again, we'll check in tomorrow. I'll have a video. We'll be live again on Friday. I don't know if I'm going to be live on Thursday afternoon. We'll see what's going on. But Friday, definitely 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. Again, may start a little earlier. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you got your notifications on so you know when my live streams start. Because a lot of times I like to start early, like today. I started early. So, and always give a like, join the channel. You consider doing that. Appreciate all the support, everybody. Hope you have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.